Welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series from the Talladega Super Speedway. It's finally time for race 18 of the season, the final Super Speedway race of the year. It's Talladega, and it's the playoffs. Welcome live to Dega, the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Here's Cameron Chandler on the racetrack in his number 8 machine. We're going to look back here. You got the 5 of Cole Clausen. Going to get up to speed pretty soon, I believe. There's the 60 of Landon Johnson. Here's Chandler through 3 and 4. And now going to head down this front straightaway. So once again, it's the 18th race of 20 of the season. The round of 8 opener. If a playoff driver wins tonight, they will be locked into the championship 4. So here's Chandler once again through 1 and 2, and now I'm going to slow it up a bit on the back straightaway. We look at Cole Clausen's number 5 machine coming onto the racetrack. He's got a Ricky Bobby throwback here. He's one of your playoff contenders, just advanced from Darlington last weekend. Won a round of 12 elimination race. That was in Darlington. We had some surprise eliminations as well, including Ashton Miller, Jordan Herring. We had John Lager out as well. And then finally, Gio Turpin. And drivers that came in with a bunch of playoff points as well. Even some wins. And they got eliminated in round number 1. But Cole Clausen, after making the championship 4 last season, advances to the round of 8. Once again, if one of these playoff drivers wins tonight, they will be locked into the championship 4. There's the 7 of Matthew White. There's the 21 of Carlos Ortiz. 60 of Landon Johnson coming on track. He's a part-time series driver. Full-time Xfinity driver, though. Here is Joseph Lewis in the back straightaway. There's number 82 car. White up to speed, so will Ortiz. Up to speed pretty soon. Here's the 8 of Cameron Chandler down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Two Chevrolets working together here. Once again, Chevy leads the series and wins this season. Chevrolet actually just got their first Xfinity win of the season in Talladega with Connor Asbell last night. And somehow they have dominated the Cup and then just hadn't won a single Xfinity race until last night. And Chevy has really started off this weekend strong. They won the Truck Series race and the Truck Series Championship with Cameron Chandler, this driver, and then winning the race, and Cole Wilson winning the championship. And then they won with Connor Asbell last night in Xfinity. Can they make it a full weekend sweep tonight in Talladega? We'll have to find out. Full weekend sweep at least for the points races, as we have NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies tomorrow coming up with the main event at Talladega for the Gen 6 cars. As here's Chandler through 3 and 4 with Clausen on ahead down the front straightaway. So you got the 77 of Braden Hunsinger on pit road. Here's the 70 of Ethan McMillan, another one of those drivers that advance. 77 is also another driver that advanced to the next round of the playoffs. Here's the 60 machine down the pit road. Side by side goes Cameron Chandler and Cole Clausen. So once again, we'll be right back from Talladega. Alright, welcome back on the back straightaway here. Here in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Here's the 82 of Joseph Lewis through 3 and 4. Fortunately, he made his debut in the Xfinity Series last night, after he's run about half the Cup Series schedule this season. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way as planned. He was running up front and then got caught up in an accident. Really easy to do here in Talladega. Get caught up in these accidents as they head down the front straightaway. Here's Carlos Ortiz up to speed. He had a career night in Darlington last week. Led a ton of laps, won a stage, nearly won the race, and Carlos Ortiz advances to the next round of the playoffs. One of those surprise drivers that advances here. So we got a 4-car pack on the back straightaway here. Led by now Joseph Lewis. As they will go into 3 and 4. You see Lewis leading this pack right now. McMillan on his bumper. as once again they head down the front straightaway in Talladega. Looking forward to this one tonight. Once again, race number 14 of the season. Awesome goes top of the board here. Only 5 cars have gone over the line so far. There's the 34 machine. That is Diego Rodriguez in his debut tonight. Making his Cup debut. There's the 57, I believe, of Cash Culp. Yes, that is. 77 of Braden Huntsiker. The 79 of Ashton Miller is spun here. As we got cars racing down the back straightaway. Gonna run Carlos Ortiz here. All right. So we may see some pit stop practice as well throughout this entire practice session. Probably going to see once we get more of these drivers loaded in here. Maybe with about 15 minutes left. Probably going to see some mini races as well. Or pit parties, whatever you want to call them. Oh, we got a crash up here. Around goes Ashton Miller. He hasn't taken a time just yet. And yeah, poor Ashton Miller just got eliminated from the playoffs last week in Darlington. He had a tough round. Was actually looking pretty good in Darlington until he got caught up in that final lap crash, and that ultimately ended up in him not advancing. He had a really good season as well. Nearly won a bunch of races. Finished second in Fontana. Unfortunately, he will be eliminated in round number 1 of the playoffs. But he'll have a shot to win tonight. He's got nothing to lose. So same with Herring, another one of those drivers. Also has nothing to lose. Also other than non-playoff drivers. All of them have nothing to lose, I guess you could say. Oh, we got a pit party looking like down here. Round goes Clausen, though. In the 5. There's 21 Ortiz going to stop. We kind of reset over here, though. 5 into the wall. Hard goes Cole Clausen. Massive crash here in Talladega. All right, so you can see the 72 of Landon Fish, the 8 of Cameron Chandler. There's the 9 of Bryce Benson, full-time Xfinity driver right here in the 9 machine, making his Cup Series debut tonight in Talladega. So he's going to be filling out the Cup Series tonight. We're driving for Team Chevy Motor Club. Here's the 72 of Landon Fish up to speed, I mean. The 34 of Diego Rodriguez. There's the 57 of Cash Culp. 8 of Cameron Chandler. The 79, I'm sorry, of Ashton Miller. 19 minutes to go here. They head into 1 and 2 on the little practice start here. We've been doing this all weekend long with the trucks, the Xfinity cars, now the Cup cars. So I'm assuming 2 to go right now, and then we're coming back to 1 to go, I would think, this time by. So it's 95 laps tonight in Talladega. There's the 57 of Cash Culp. He enters this race above the playoff cut line, as you can see. These are our playoff cut lines at the moment. We're getting dicey down here. Oh, it's the August Johnson. Now Culp nearly spins out Miller. Goes through the grass already, and now Miller crashes hard. Into the wall hard. Goes the 79 machine. Oh, nearly got slammed again. Here's 64 of Luke Kruger up to speed. Making one of his select starts. Here they come through 1 and 2. Carlos Ortiz has been the hot topic as of late. He's facing Lindsay as well up the track. Up on to speed. Ooh, big block for Ortiz to the outside. Culp down low. Squeezing the middle. Look at Cash Culp all the way down low. Diego Rodriguez on his bumper. Through 3 and 4. Cash Culp leads. Rodriguez second. Fish third. As they will head on to the front straightaway in Talladega. Here they come. Looks like it's going to be Cash Culp at the line. Yes, it is. Oh, but Ashton Miller stops in the middle of the racetrack. So they slam into each other, piling up here on the front straightaway. There's the 5 around. The 9 gets nearly spun around as well. That was close. Oh, Lindsay up into traffic with McMillan and Sir Joseph Lewis. They nearly got collected there. There's 57 of Cash Culp. As yeah, more drivers going to come onto the racetrack pretty soon here. All right, we'll be right back in Talladega. As now we get another pit party, I guess you can call them. Coming back on track, there's Lindsay in front of the field. As they're going to head on to the racetrack in Talladega. So It is the Talladega Fall Race, or the playoff races now. The round goes to 9 of Benton. He will save it. Good save for Benton. So it's the very famous Talladega playoff race. Plays host to the third final race of the season. Ashton Miller leads. Here comes 34 to the inside. He will go down low. Landon Johnson follows in behind him. Yeah, 2 drivers making their date tonight. 34 of Diego Rodriguez and then the 9 of Bryce Benson. Oh, Miller sideways! And he's gonna save it! What a save for Ashton Miller. That was impressive. Alright, nearly halfway through practice in Talladega. I was assuming that. Final lap here in this mini race. Here they come. Final time in the back straight. I think these mini races actually also helped the driver racing, because we've only had a total so far, I don't want to curse or anything, of 2 caution flags this weekend for incident in trucks, both trucks and Xfinity. A total, oh, and there goes the 5 rounds. And the 21 of Ortiz going to slam the wall. Yeah, but we're including both trucks and Xfinity, just 2 cautions for cause. And obviously that 1 caution for the stage break in Xfinity. I think these races they've been able to do with these extended practices and sessions has helped just a bit. And there goes the 79 around the wrecking again. 34 and the 60 of Landon Johnson. Here comes Cameron Chandler all by himself. He will win the mini race. There's the 57 of Cole back up into traffic. Oh, Landon Johnson slams the wall. I mean, there's a little bit too much going on the racetrack to actually see what's all going on. Here's the 77 of Hunsicker. He will slide into the wall. More cars down pit road as well. Matthew White. There's 79 of Ashton Miller. There's the 7 of White. 57 of Culp. I believe White hasn't made a lap time just yet. We're trying to wreck each other up here. Everyone's trying to blend on track. And it's getting chaotic. Alright, there's the 5 machine of Cole Clausen. The 7 and the 07 are both stuck in between each other. As I think they were just ghosted and then they came out ghosted off pit roads. That's what happened there. And they're right now inside of each other. You don't see this a whole lot. They're literally inside of each other. Here's Landon Fish down the back straightaway. Another one of those playoff drivers that advance. Here's the 57 around. Oh, he gets slammed. 57 around. He gets slammed by Landon Fish. Up in the traffic goes the 77. He's on his roof. Here comes Asbel and Matthew White. They will slip on by. Obviously still attached to each other. Yeah, big story with these 2 drivers in the Xfinity race last night. Complete opposite ends of the spectrum for these 2. Matthew White ended up upside down on his roof on the final lap. Into the catch fence as well. In Xfinity. Oh! Hunsicker, they're ghosted still, though. I don't think they are now. They actually still are. But Connor at
2 separate packs happening with the pit party happening.
Oh, we'll take a look take a look in a minute. There's 57 of Culp on the racetrack. He will slam the wall, though. Get this thing on the back straight a bit. Connor Asbel got his first career Xfinity Series win last night. His first ever career win in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. Remember, he nearly won in Daytona in the Cup Series in the regular season, the regular season finale. As here we go, oh, into the wall. And oh my goodness, we got a massive pile up here on the front straightaway. It's a melee here. My goodness, luckily it's just practice. And yeah, this is a chaotic practice session so far. Not really short of what we expected, though. Alright. Crazy action in Talladega. So looking like we're going to have another pit party coming off pit road here. About 12 minutes left in practice. Still, all cars haven't run just yet. And this is going to be a big one. They're 5 wide behind him. As everyone tries to get up to speed here. There's Landon Fish. He gets split 5 wide. Landon Fish also just won the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Throwback Paint Scheme fan vote with his Millerite Brad Kieslowski throwback for Darlington. He won the fan vote, and that was the most popular paint scheme in Darlington last week. We're getting dicey on the back straightaway. There's Nicholas Martinez, another one of those drivers that just missed the playoffs after Daytona a few weeks ago. And yeah, Martinez down to the inside on Ashton Miller. Oh, we're wrecking. It's the wall. They go behind him, and they're still piling it up. Here we go, back up front.
We're coming to white flag this time, I think.
All right, final lap now in Talladega for the mini race. Here's the 57 machine in front of Benson. He will take out Benson, and I think the 07 of Asbel. So cash culp there. And here we go, down the back stretch for the final time. You've seen absolutely chaotic mini races all weekend long with trucks, Xfinity, and now Cup. Big push for the 77 of Hunsicker. The 8 of Cameron Chandler going to block low on Martinez. Rewind, nearly goes Hunsicker. Oh, he's going to get turned. It's the wall hard. Big crash happening now. They all pile it up, with the exception of Cameron Chandler. He will see the checker flag yet again. And they're still continuing to wreck. Oh my goodness, what a hit for Ashton Miller up on his roof. There's the 60 of Johnson going for a spin. Oh, there's the he wins it. But you're going to get absolutely totaled for it. And there's Landon Fish hard into the door of the 57 of Cole and the 5 of Clausen. So now clicking down to 10 minutes to go in practice for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series from Talladega. Here's Team Chevy Motor Club teammates Bryce Benson and Carlos Ortiz. Five wide again. There's Austin Barnett on the track for the first time. Everyone gonna get back on track here. It's getting dicey. Oh, there goes Kruger in front of the field. He's going to turn more, and we're wrecking already. Off pit road. They continue to pile up. Down on here. Here we racing on the back straightaway. The 7 of Matthew had a bit loose. Oh, he's going to get turned by his teammate. It's the wall hard, goes wide up in front of traffic, gets slammed by Cash, and Asbel, and the 8 of Chandler, he slams the wall again. Here comes the 34 down low, he's gonna bring it to pit road pretty quick. Oh, this is not gonna end well, I don't think. Oh my god. Oh my goodness! We are just absolutely piling it up here in Talladega, my god. Alright, next pit party is about to happen, I think. Yes, it is. Alright, it's getting really, really insane. From the Talladega Superspeedway. Here we go, another pit party happening. Oh, we're wrecking already. Kruger gets spun around on the 60 of Landon Johnson, that is. Here we go, cars up to speed. Here's the 07 car, we're wrecking down here. Around goes the 99 of Lindsay and the 57 of Culp. Oh, we're wrecking again. Piling it up here. They are not being too nice with each other on these practice starts. They were doing the same thing the last 2 nights with trucks and Xfinity. As here we go, got a bit of a pack over here. Ashton Miller has front end damage, but he leads the pack at the moment. Here's Chandler to the back bumper of his teammate Bryce Benson.
Everyone, we're just saying this is, we're coming to the checker this time.
There goes the 77. It's the wall hard. It'll be Ashton Miller at the line. And they're gonna really pile it up here. There goes the 5 around. We're still wrecking. The 9 goes for a spin. Oh! Pounded goes the 66. That thing is all torn up, as you can see. Here we go. Chaos once again off pit road with 6 minutes left. Oh, Lindsay. That got close over there. As we're trying to come off pit road again. Here's some PLR cars lined up on the outside here. So as they head down the back straightaway once more in Talladega. Through 3 and 4. We'll be right back. All right, here we go on the max straightaway. There's 51 up in the traffic here. So you got all PLR cars lined up here, just maybe trying to get in a bit of a draft by themselves at the moment, as we're back live from the Talladega Super Speedway. So, because nobody has been able to get to the line as of late, we only have 13 cars over the line. Oh, that does not look good. And we're wrecking. Cars just in the middle of the track here. Oh, we got a big one. My goodness, we're piling it up. And just like I said before, as cars weren't getting over the line, now they do. There's 57 of Colt Brown. The 08 of Noah Hamilton goes for a spin. And we are still wrecking here in Talladega. Chaos in practice. There's the 91, Ryan Davis. Missed out of the playoffs as well. There's the 34 going backwards. Yeah, chaos in practice here in Talladega. Alright, so PLR are probably just going to try to draft with each other here, as we got some cars up to speed on the back straightaway. So 4 minutes to go in practice from Talladega. There's the 9 of Benton down low.
They're coming away this time, hopefully.
Alright, Bryce Benton takes the lead of this pack. He's P17 on the board in practice at the moment. And yeah, Bryce Benton in his Cup Series debut tonight. Oh, there goes Miller! He will slam the wall. Back up in the traffic here for Ashton Miller. Hardens the wall. Now it's just going to be between Landon Johnson and Bryce Benton. Oh! That got chaotic down here, but let's watch the battle for the lead at the moment. Of this little pack. Oh my goodness. 34 was spinning down backwards, and that really nearly took out these two, but now they race down the back straightaway. This is the white flag in the mini race. I think we knew maybe like one, possibly even 2 more mini races tonight in practice. So as we get ready to conclude this half-hour of practice to head into qualifying from Talladega, and once again, this is when it gets serious. They just usually like screw around for super speedway practice, try to race a bit. They usually just immediately wreck each other. And now Benton going down pit road, going to give up his mini race win. I think. He's really speeding down. Oh, he's going to actually take a shortcut, and he will win. Wow, that's insane there for Bryce Benton.
We got another one for me. Hopefully coming to the white this time.
All right, I got to take a look at that. Oh, yeah, there it is. A bigger one. Lindsay on the back straightaway here with Noah Hamilton on his bumper. So Braden Hunsicker leads practice. Cash Culp second. Clausen third. White fourth. And Asval rounds out your top 5. McMillan up there in P6. Joseph Blue 7th place. Chandler 8th. Rodriguez P9. And Carlos Ortiz rounds out your top 10. Oh, the white of Hamilton. And now they're going to crash in the back front straightaway. Round they go. Cole Wilson also involved. He's making a start tonight. All right, here we go. It's between these 4 drivers. Down the backstretch they go. Big block for Lindsay. In front of Ashton Miller. Oh, Lindsay sideways on the back straightaway. Now he's going to nearly get turned. Miller to the bumper. Will they have enough time to make a second attempt here? This is the white flag on this mini race here. Here comes the 79 of Miller. He has help from Luke Kruger. Final time down the front straightaway. Ashton Miller to the lead. Kruger down low. Now this is going to be a side-by-side battle to the line. Can Kruger get there? Here we go. Door to door. At the line, it's going to be Kruger. As they will crash coming down here. A minute left. I think I heard another pack on a pit road. Or off pit road here. Yes, I did. Oh, they're still wrecking. Oh, Miller hard on the wall. Upside down he goes. Chaos once again in practice. 43 seconds to go. This would have to be the white flag, I would assume. They won't have enough time to make a second attempt or a second lap. Here's the 08 of Asbel to the back bumper of Cash Culp, his teammate. So this is probably going to be the checker flag. I would assume they're just going to run till the end of it. There's not cars in the middle. Oh, that was... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Oh. Well, that'll do it in practice. What a way to end off practice here in Talladega. All torn up. So, Braden Hunsicker in the 77 leads Talladega practice. Of course, practice isn't really definitive what's going to happen in qualifying, the race, and more. As it's time to see who's going to sit on the pole for tonight. Welcome live to the Talladega Super Speedway in Talladega, Alabama. We are about to go and race. I'll go live here from Dega. All right. Officially time for qualifying. Welcome live to Talladega, Alabama. Here we go. Ready to go racing from the Talladega Super Speedway. So we actually got 3 drivers in their debut right now. There's Michael Deitch, made his NASCAR iRacing FedEx debut in the Indy cars last week for the Indianapolis 500. Ran really well, but unfortunately got taken out in a wreck. So everyone going to get up to speed here. Who's going to win the pole in Talladega? We are about to find out who the 82 of Lewis got in the wall. Alrighty, this is one of John Wynn on the back stretch. So Team Chevy Motor Club at the moment has 5 cars entered into this race, the most they've had all season for Cup. They've got the 1 of Wynn, the 9 of Benton, the 12 of Cole Wilson, the 8 of Cameron Chandler, and finally the 21 of Ortiz. And here we go down the front stretch with John Wynn. There's 40 and Martinez. Chandler, I don't think is really kind of cars with Ryan Davis added. That's how it will go tonight in Talladega. There's 53 of Matt Grab on. Start tonight. There's 21 of Paul. It is on the track at the moment. So I guess Team Chevy Motor Club has else in a different team, Black Widow Motorsports. Because Matt Grab was the max cars you can have, including all full-time and part-time cars, is 5. But yeah, up the speed laps are underway in Talladega. There's the 66 of Barnett. Here's the 91 of Ryan Davis in the backstretch. 51. So time to see who's going to win the pole. So right now, the M&F drivers and Cole Clausen are electing not to qualify. Here's and Martinez down the front stretch in Talladega. So it's the Cup Series from the Talladega Superspeedway. John Wynn goes over the line P1. And the 40 and Martinez ready, backs it down. He's going to go top of the order. Just one and done for Nicholas Martinez. Here's Wynn now on his final lap. Deitch goes P3, Benson P5, and his debut Ryan Davis P3 on that first lap. So they will all get a second lap. Here's Noah Hamilton back up the speed. 21 of Carlos Ortiz, the 82, I believe, Joseph Lewis. Here comes the 34 of Diego Rodriguez. 53 of Mac Rabb. As he heads down the front stretch in Talladega. Mac Rabb he goes P5 at the moment. There's 48 backing down Nicholas Martinez. So far fastest. In qualifying, Ortiz goes P8. I don't see any of the PLR cars on track either. Besides Noah Hamilton. He's 12th at the moment. Once again, PLR car has 5 cars entered. PLR has 5 cars entered. Got their 4 full-time cars, and then that 1 open car with Connor Asbell. Benson the P5, that'll be his qualifying over in his debut. Beach up the P3, sorry. There's the 48 Martinez. There's the 8 of Chandler still sitting. There's the 12 of Cole Wilson getting up to speed. Barnett backs it down, P7 for him. There's the 51. The 91 of Ryan Davis is going to spin. He ends up P6. Good qualifying session for him. There's one of John Wynn. But so far, Nicholas Martinez looking to get his 2nd career pole tonight. And Rodriguez up to 2nd place. Matt Grab moves up to P3. That's their qualifying over. Here's Ortiz to P4. Here's Noah Hamilton, 12th at the moment. He moves up to 2nd place. Good improvement there for Noah Hamilton. There's the 82 of Lewis. I believe he's done. And nobody running a lap at the moment. Only 12 cars electing to qualify. So over half the field not qualifying here in Talladega. There's a 12 of Wilson. He's yet to set a lap time down, but he's kind of slow here. I think that's just going to do it in qualifying. So if nobody else is able to take down Nicholas Martinez, nobody's on a fast lap at the moment, Nicholas Martinez will grab his 2nd career NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series pole. Or actually, it's his 3rd career pole, I think, then. He won a pole in Watkins Glen, so he has won a bunch of career win, though. As yeah, I think that'll do it in qualifying. Nicholas Martinez on pole for tonight. He won the pole in Daytona, goes back-to-back for Super Speedway poles, gets the job done in Talladega. Remember in Daytona for the regular season finale, he needed to make up a lot of points. Fortunately for him, he could not do it. Came really close to it, finished 2nd in the race, nearly won a stage, won the pole. That was nearly max points for Martinez, and if he did score max points there with his contenders, the other contenders where they finished, he would have been advancing to the next round of the playoffs, the round of 12. So, welcome live to Talladega Super Speedway. Finally, we're here for the Cup Series. 95 laps tonight. Halfway break lap number 47 as we welcome you live from Talladega. We are excited for this one tonight. As we live in just a second.
Well, how many laps was the race last night? I think like 60, something. 50?
55.
So this is almost about double what we ran yesterday.
I mean, it's still going off the real life distances of the races. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. Here we go. Cars getting up to speed. Ready to go from the Talladega Super Speedway. All right, Ashton, it's Talladega tonight. 95 laps going to get ready to go. So you've only seen 2 cautions for cause so far in this weekend, but what are we expecting for the Cup Series tonight?
Well, I've seen a little bit of a trend going in the Cup Series that at least there's more cautions in Cup than in the other series. So I'm going to expect more cautions, which is probably going to be a little bit sad, but it's probably going to happen since we have so many drivers.
Yeah, so I believe 27 entering the racetrack here from the Talladega Speedway, ready to go racing. It's one of our, I guess you can call it crown jewel events. So here we go. It's Talladega. Welcome live to one of the fastest racetracks on Earth. So, once again, halfway is lap number 47 of the race. That'll award stage points to your top 10. It's the first race of the round of 8 for the playoffs. So, stage points will be important coming up. All right, here we go. Ready to go racing in Dega. It's time to get this Talladega race underway. Here we go. So, cars officially rolling their way off of the starting grid. We welcome you live. Let's go over your starting grid here. So Nicholas Martinez grabs his 3rd career pole, 2 Super Speedway poles in a row yet again. Noah Hamilton, when he's starting 2, is outside. Row number 2 consists of the 34, Diego Rodriguez in his Cup Series debut tonight. He's run a bunch of Xfinity races. And then there's the 53 of Matt Grab. Row number 3 consists of the 1 of John Wynn and the 21 of Carlos Ortiz, Team Chevy Motor Club teammate there. There's the 82 of Joseph Lewis and the 51 of Michael Dichach, also in his Cup debut tonight. He ran the Indianapolis 500 last week. More rows down here. You got 66 of Barnett, the 91 of Ryan Davis. There's the 99 car of Bryce Benson in his Cup Series debut tonight. Full-time Xfinity driver. More PLR cars back here. Your 2 points leaders, the 77 of Hunsicker and the 7 of Matthew White. And you can take a look at the rest of your starting grid rolling across the left side of your screen. So it's time for Talladega action tonight. Who's going to win from Talladega? So we are really, really excited for this one. 95 laps from Dega. Who's going to take home the checker flag first? So Xfinity and trucks have not disappointed. Those 2 races were insane all night long. What will happen in the Cup Series? Once again, nearly double the Xfinity race distance, which Xfinity was 55 laps. Not quite double, but getting close to it. But yeah, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. Pace car to pit road. Nicholas Martinez will address the field with Noah Hamilton on his outside. Once again, going to crawl slowly down to the start-finish line. Restart zone kind of in the middle of the start-finish line. And the the front straightaway, the start-finish line is all the way down at the end. Through the Geico restart zone they go. We are racing in Talladega. Green flags in the air. Cars out of line already on the back straightaway. Noah Hamilton not liking what he sees. More cars on behind him. And now Matt Graham will take the lead of the race. Big push from the one of John Wynn. Oh, he gets turned already. And I don't know what was that with Wynn. That was kind of stupid. And Matt Graham is going to actually save it. We got cars in the wall, though, already. John Wynn takes the race lead here in Talladega. So Graham hangs on to it. No caution. And Wynn's going to lead the opening lap from the Talladega Superspeedway. Kind of unorganized from that start. As, yeah, Graham falls outside the top 20 from that move. Not sure what Wynn was doing there on the very first lap. So we're going outside here. Casey Lindsay in front of Bryce Benson. 21 of Carlos Ortiz. Cameron Chandler there as well as the 91 of Ryan Davis. They race down on the backstretch in the 3 and 4. John Wynn leads in Talladega. So yeah, after that entire weird start, and then some drivers trying to drop back, and then some drivers having to step on the brakes for a car sliding up in front of them, that leaves only about, what, 15 cars in this lead draft already. Trying to go single file here early on. We're still a long ways away from the halfway break, so now we're trying to go outside with the 21 of Carlos Ortiz and the 9 of Bryce Benson. 5 Team Chevy Motor Club cars lined up on that outside lane here. They're going to be tough to beat tonight. They're tied with the amount of PLR cars that are in the field. Sorry, one of them has to be with affiliated team for Team Chevy Motor Club because they got another car, John Wynn, leading. Here's Wynn down the front straightaway in Dega. See now the 21 of Ortiz, playoff driver, working that outside lane here as they will head down the front straightaway. John Wynn has led all the laps so far. 4 laps into Talladega. And you can see that a lot of PLR cars, including some more drivers that aren't PLR cars, back there are falling outside this lead draft. Got about 6 or 7 of them back there. 16 or 17 cars in this lead draft, though, at the moment. They'll head down the backstretch. Big push now coming from the 48. 34 Rodriguez out of line here. Maybe not liking what he sees. He's going to pull out of line here on the back straightaway. Trying to get in front of Noah Hamilton. Your pole sitter, Nicholas Martinez, all over the rear bumper of the one machine. So early going meaning Talladega. We see 2 separate packs already forming as drivers in the back half of the were outside the top 20 had to step on the gas here early. Top drivers stepped on the gas, and the bottom drivers.
Looks like this backpack is actually starting to catch the good a little bit, little by little.
We're going to look real quick. We got a car on pit road. That's Stephanie McMillan already. He has had a very tough weekend. Have the best truck race, got multiple laps down in the Xfinity race. And now you can see on pit road in the Cup Series race. Not what Ethan McMillan wants to see here in Talladega.
So, real quick, if this is correct, Pace and Lindsay just gave us a little bit of info. We will not make it to halfway with the amount of fuel we have. So, if a caution does not come out, we might see, for the first time in what seems forever, green flag pit stops.
Yeah, so we saw nearly green flag pit stop drivers trying to make it to the end in the Trucks and Xfinity race before a caution came out. Then, with a halfway break for Xfinity and then a natural caution. There's the 53 Matt Grab. Speaking of him, before. So already 6 laps in the Talladega. It's gone caution-free so far. We got cars on the outside here, getting a little bit dicey. Into the wall goes Ortiz. They all will save it, though, in the back straightaway. But Carlos Ortiz slaps the wall a bit. We'll get passed from Barnett. So, yeah, dicey here early in Talladega. John Wynn has led all the laps so far. There's more CM cars on the outside. That's actually, that big stack up there is going to allow the back half of the grid to start to close back up, as you can see. So the top 5 or so cars staying single file for the moment. You can see back there, now we lost actually more cars. They're trying to regain positions here. We got a lap car, Matt Grab, coming up soon to be your leaders. We'll see how that goes. They got to get organized back there, as you can see. So there is the lap car, Matt Grab, in the 53. Here come your leaders. Now to the outside goes Nicholas Martinez. Battle for the race lead here. Oh, big push for Cameron Chandler. This is not at the time to go 3 wide with that lap car in the way. Let's see what Matt Grab does here. Into the wall a bit, I think, goes the 8 car. Here's Joseph Lewis down low, trying to get aggressively around the lap car. They're single file back there. Now they're 3 and 4 wide in the main pack. Here's Joseph Lewis at the bottom. Sorry about that. Now Lewis for the lead in Talladega. Side by side we go. Wynn on the outside, Lewis on the inside. Oh, Lewis got a big shove there from Pace and Lindsay. And they're going to head down the back straightaway here yet again. Look, they're really getting aggressive. Everyone's trying to get back in line as now the pack behind him catches back up. And yeah, that lap car got things all dicey. John Wynn getting pushed around the outside by his teammate Cameron Chandler. Here's 48 down low. So Chandler just won the Truck Series race in Talladega earlier this week. 3 wide goes Martinez. John Wynn on the outside, really trying to keep it going. And they have elected to go 3 wide. Look at this. Around the outside goes Chandler. 48 of Nicholas Martinez down low. Here comes Hunsinger White. They're now inside the top 10. Oh, around goes Wynn. They're crashing. Into the wall goes Benton. Caution is out for the first time tonight. A couple of cars involved. Bryce Benton has some front end damage. He's the only one really with a lot of damage. And yeah, caution comes out. 9 laps into Talladega. So it's yellow flag number 1. Let's take a look at what happens here to bring out the first caution flag. So about 3-4 cars involved here in this caution. Let's take a look. Yeah, they went 4 wide. 4 wide was going to work. As Asbell turns the 1 car, I think Asbell and Benton got the worst damage, just for some front-end damage that knocked off their bumpers, but shouldn't be too terrible, I don't think. As first caution on that is out, let's take another look. Let's ride along with the one of John Wynn through this accident. Oh yeah, just got turned from Asbell. Luckily, most of the cars are able to avoid this melee down here. And yeah, 10 laps into Talladega, we got our first caution of the night. So, you got 4 sets, of tires on pit road. We'll see if anyone's going to take it. They will not yet, obviously, because they haven't called the pace car. So John Wynn and Bryce Spencer are on pit right now. So, welcome to the first caution of the night in Talladega. Nicholas Martinez now leads, as your leader, John Wynn, from the start gets turned around there. So you can see McMillan still sitting on pit road at the moment, as well as a major front-end damage. The 9 of Benson, there's the 1 of Wynn. So Bryce Benson, unfortunately, in his Cup debut tonight, is all torn up. And there's the 1 of John Wynn sitting there. So they're going to have to try to beat out the pace car, who is coming really quick. I think they got required damage, though. Might actually be towing. Actually, you got your leaders on pit road, I believe. Yes, they are. May have just gotten saved by this. So leaders are already on pit road in Talladega. We're under the first caution flag of tonight. Here's Nicholas Martinez. So it's going to be interesting. Will they have enough fuel to make it to the end now of the stage? I mean, lap number 47. Pit strategy here for Cole Wilson, I think. He will be maybe out first. No, it's going to be Joseph Lewis taking that number 1 pit stall out. Or actually Nicholas Martinez beating them all out. There's the 90 of Lindsay, the 77 of Hunsinger, the 64 of Kruger, 7 of Matthew White, more cars getting service, 57 of Culp, the 8 of Chandler, 66 of Barnett, 53 of Matt Grab, 808 of Noah Hamilton, 91 of Ryan Davis there as well, and there's the 9 of Bryce Benson. So I believe Connor Aswell was able to beat them all off pit road, but yeah, Benson now going to be a lap down here. John Wynn as well may now be a lap down. So not what those drivers want here. Early in the race, only 11 laps in, as we have our first caution flag in Talladega. So Matt Grab going to get himself, I think, back on the lead lap here. All right. So you have some cars that are laps down at the moment, as we welcome you back live to Talladega Superspeedway. There's Matt Grab going to get that lap back here. Benson, Wynn, still sitting on pit road. Benson's outside the top 20 at the moment. Fortunate Cup debut so far. I think Wynn may have had to tow his race car here, so that's why he's probably sitting. We'll see if he can get that thing repaired and get back on the racetrack. Maybe just 1 lap down. All right, we should be coming to 1 to go until we restart this time by. It'll be lap number 13 when the green flag flies yet again. So it is Talladega tonight. Coming at 84 laps to go in the race. McMillan, you can still see John Wynn on pit road there. He's going to pull it off here. May get the free pass. I'm sorry, the wave around. Carlos Ortiz there as well, going to pull off, but winning me a lap down here, he will get that lap back. And there is the 1 car coming off pit road, the 21 of Ortiz there, as we got 1 to go till we restart in Talladega. So once again, halfway break, lap number 47. That'll award stage points to the top 10 again. As it'll be Nicholas Martinez and Joseph Lewis on the front row.
Oh, this has already gone a lot worse than the Xfinity race, as you can probably tell from that caution.
Yeah, so caution about 10 laps into Talladega then. Will we see another one to the halfway break? That's 15. So John Wynn will probably need another caution flag to try to get himself unlapped. There he is. Or that's actually Ortiz. There's Wynn. They just get himself unlapped. Probably lose the draft. There's the 9 of Bryce Benson still sitting on pit road. Not what he wanted for his Cup's debut. We're ready to go back racing on lap number 13 in Talladega. Martinez, your pole sitter, is back out front. So I think Wynn's just going to get that lap back here. There he is, speeding around the outside. You can see that Wendy's machine. There he is, gets himself back on the lead lap here. Gonna want to make up as much time as possible to maybe try to attempt to stay somewhere in the draft. Here we go, coming back green this time. Everyone trying to get organized up back here. Some cars going to the tail end of the longest line. Pace car back to pit road. Martinez will address the field. Here we go. Nicholas Martinez, Joseph Lewis on the front row. Chevrolet and Ford as they're going to race their way up to the Geico restart zone. Once again, we are back on our way in Talladega. Good start for the 48 machine. He gets out front. He'll be clear. You see the 12 of Wilson down on the inside. 82 of Joseph Lewis going to fall back a little bit here. Side drafting the 77 of Braden Hunsicker. The 7 of White there as well. Lindsay back here, and they're going to head down the back straightaway in Talladega. See the 77 pulling out of line, the 7 as well. Big dope block there for the 48 machine of Martinez. Oh, that's getting dicey already. I'm not really sure what we're doing. I don't know why they get so dicey here early on. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense as Cash Culp splitting his way through the field. Here's Hunsicker to the outside. Playoff driver goes outside, now looking to take the lead. 3 wide nearly with Wilson and Davis. Further on back, there's the 57 of Culp to the back over the 12 of Cole Wilson, giving him a big shove. And Braden Hunsicker is going to lead his first lap of the race. In the wall a bit. He's going to keep it up on the outside lane here as they will head onto the back straightaway in Talladega. So single file right now for your first 4 cars. But we got racing going on behind them as there's 48 and the 8 pulling out into line. Outside kind of deteriorating now. Kind of more cars lined up on the inside. Everyone's just trying to find a hole in line here. There
I was going to say they might be trying to play it safe, but never mind. They're all going to the top down.
2 cars now going outside. They just can't really build the momentum at the moment. Here we go. Actually, a run coming. Spoke too soon. Here comes the 8 of Chandler to the outside. Big help from the 48 of Martinez. There's the 12 of Wilson. He goes outside, tries to get out of the now crippling line. So I'm actually surprised they're doing this. I would expect they would be maybe just trying to ride around for a bit, but apparently not. And Chandler will take the lead of this race. Oh, that was close. Martinez got all the way down on Cole Wilson. Luckily, they all hang on to it for now. So Cameron Chandler looking for that second win of the weekend. He won the truck race earlier on in the weekend on Tuesday night. Martinez sideways up in front of the side, blended way up in the traffic there. That was really close again. We're getting dicey once more. Don't like the looks of this. 3 wide on the back, further back. There's the 48 out of line. He gets pushed to the outside, though. Trying to side draft. So, the aggression here is surprisingly up on top here early in Dega. We saw this in Daytona, where there's early aggression. No, Lindsay to the outside. Big block for the 8 machine. Oh, God. My goodness. Getting intense here in Talladega. Only 16 laps in. We're not even really that close to the halfway break either. Once again, award stage points to your top 10. As they will head down the front straightaway yet again in Talladega. See Martinez outside Rodriguez, trying to make a run happen. They're just going to end up in the wall, I feel like, pretty soon if they keep on racing like this. So it is Team Chevy Motor Club 1 and 2. PLR cars lined up on the bottom as well. So they have been the best teammates, I would say, on making teamwork work all week long.
I know Chevy has won a lot in the Cup Series, but if you watch yesterday's broadcast, Chevy finally got their first win in Xfinity, so maybe Chevy can go to 2 for 3 this weekend. As I don't think they. Wait, did they win?
And they won the truck race. They did win the truck race.
3 for 3 here.
Yeah, that would be the first time ever in, I believe, series history of manufacturers swept the weekend. League history. Chevrolet has a good chance of doing that tonight. They've been dominant in the Cup Series. And they got a lot of spots inside the top 10 at the moment. Got a run coming, Payson Lindsay and 48 and Martinez to the outside now. So they got a little bit more organized. As I say, we're going at... Oh, that's close. Big block there. They're making very big blocks. I don't like the look at that at all. Chandler is making incredible blocks. Somehow it's been working. Oh my goodness. Cameron Chandler does not want to give up the lead. He's not in the playoffs, doesn't have anything to lose, but thinks these are a little bit too aggressive for early in the race, and he pushes Lindsay in the wall. As I was saying, that's way too aggressive for early in the race. There's Hamilton down low. Through the grass he goes. He's going to spin out. Caution is out. Why is the yellow out, NASCAR? Oh, it's the 64 Kruger out. So I'm not really sure why Cameron Chandler's making those aggressive.
They wrecked. Cameron Chandler just got turned to the wall.
Oh my goodness. What are we doing? And there is Chandler. I'm not really sure what's going on with Cameron Chandler. That was really, I would say, stupid of him there to be racing this aggressive, only 19 laps in. Let's take a look here how he got turned around. That was just not right. He got to the outside. Oh, he just got the slowing down precaution laps here. Ooh, it looks like he just turned into the wall hard. Goes Cameron Chandler. Alright, let's take a look at what happened on back here. So it was Chandler that really got this all started. So I know Hamilton got around. Let's watch how Luke Kruger got spun. That's what actually brought up the yellow. Yeah, Hamilton got sideways in the bottom. And then, oh, Landon Fish ran into the door of Luke Kruger. And that got him spun out. So yellow flag, 20 laps in for the second time tonight. Caution is out yet again. We'll be back to live action in just a second.
And it looks like Cameron Chandler and 48 have beef as he just completely straight lined into him.
So we're trying to catch up the pace car here. There he is.
Pace car and iRacing taking a sweet time.
It always does this. And then whenever it wants to, it just drifts off pit road at 200 miles an hour, so it's trying to pick up the leaders. It's going like 10 miles an hour at the moment. I'm not really sure what we're doing here with the pace car driver. I guess they hired Cody Ware as the pace car driver this week. 'Cause he's going pretty slow. Alright. 76 laps to go in Talladega. Already 2 caution flags, and now Chandler all torn up here, so that probably is going to be his race over.
Yeah, Chandler just retired.
I just honestly don't know what he was doing, to be honest there. We're 20 laps into the race, and he was making desperate blocks like he was the final lap, so I just don't know what that was all about.
I guess Martinez got tired of him, just gave him the right hook.
I mean, yeah, if that was the final lap, I would completely understand, but that's not even close to the last lap. We're not even halfway through the race. And he causes the yellow there. But he'll be out of the race.
I'm gonna guess the officials, I don't know if they care or not, but they might recheck that incident and might release penalties if needed, I'm gonna guess.
Chandler isn't full-time in the Cup Series. Martinez is, but that could be a penalty for Nicholas Martinez, but he's not in the playoffs, so it wouldn't really affect him too much.
Yeah.
Alright. Second yellow flag of the night for a couple of insane blocks by Cameron. I haven't really ever seen him that aggressive, and even at the end of the races, I'm really not sure what was going on there. So PLR owns the top 3 spots now after all that. Martinez, Ortiz, Lindsay, I think McMillan, and Benson all pitted early. So we're going to see if these drivers pit. I think pit road is actually open, but they didn't catch up to the pace car in time. So yeah, it was just a mess there. Where iRacing trying to find out where the pace car was and everything like that. Here's Lindsay off pit road, got some damage under that caution. Here's McMillan, gets a lap back. He'll have a good shot to get himself back on the lead lap. So will Bryce Denson if we get more caution flags. Guaranteed to have another one, which is the halfway break. So halfway break coming back up in about 27 laps time. We got 1 to go till we restart this time, though. Alright, so here are your drivers back off pit road. 66 of Barnett.
So, another restart. Hopefully these drivers will actually not wreck and actually play it safe. They got, I guess, track hazard off of the track, so hopefully they'll play it clean now, but you never know.
That'll be nice. Here's the night of Bryce Benson. We're talking about him earlier, got involved, unfortunately, in an earlier race incident. He's multiple laps down at the moment, but he gets enough caution flags that he actually got that thing pretty decently repaired. He could get himself possibly in contention for a decent finish tonight in his Cup Series debut. We got Cameron Chandler over there. Was the really the one that was the most aggressive there. He was blocking like 3 lanes at once, and that's what ultimately created the stack up and then the crash in the back.
Yeah, I think that accident was all caused from Lindsay getting hit a wall and Noah Hamilton getting loose and spinning.
Yeah. And then you saw also Kruger got spun around. That's what ultimately caused the yellow. I think Hamilton was sliding through the grass, nearly had it saved though. As McMillan tries to get a lap back, he will get another one back, and hopefully for him he'll be back on the lead lap in no time.
He's just trying to get his laps back as fast as he can.
Right now checking, I believe only 3 laps down. Benson's right now -6. Benson maybe gonna get himself a wave around here at the last second. That was not really sure why he sat behind the drivers for that long. All right, here we go. Ready to come back to the green flag in Talladega. Will we make it to the end of the halfway break? We'll have to find out here. We're about 16, 17 laps. We're now going to be 16 laps away from that. Or, sorry, 26 laps away from that. Back on our way in Talladega. Hunsicker gets pushed to the lead. Culp running second. Matthew White third. Teammates line up on the inside here. Team Chevy Motor Club just lost one of their players, Cameron Chandler, in that last caution. We go to the outside, getting aggressive early. Maybe they have learned here, and maybe they're just going to keep it pretty clean to the end of the stage. You never know.
Considering how they're going too wide, I don't think they might.
The 3 wide at the back of the pack at the moment. Between some cars, look like they may get that sorted out behind them. Yes, they will. They're side-by-side out for 3rd or 4th place, with the 12 of Cole Wilson on the outside here, working with his teammate, the 91 of Ryan Davis. Ooh, Davis up the track a bit. The outside hasn't been that great so far tonight. Hunsicker leads on the bottom. So Braden Hunsicker is not usually one that makes insane blocks. None of the PLR cars are usually that at Talladega. They usually like to run in line with each other. Now he's going outside. All the PLR cars like to go outside here. Ooh, that's going to really bottle up the lane. The 12 of Wilson has to step on the brakes. 3 wide now goes to the middle, goes the 91 of Ryan Davis. Now the inside lane is led by Joseph Lewis. Ooh, Davis tries to find a spot in line with Noah Hamilton. Just can't do it. He's going to be falling back now. PLR apparently likes the outside a bit better. Oh, we're trying to wreck back there. Everyone I was, I think, able to save it, as they were. That's a good thing. As they head through 1 and 2. Here in Talladega. Inside lane now coming. ETR teammates lined up 3 cars in the bottom with Lewis, Miller, and you can see 53 of Matt Grab. Ooh, getting a bit dicey here in the back straightaway, though. Once again. Oh, Cole Wilson nearly got sent in the wall. The pack kind of gets split up here. As you see the inside starting to work with Miller and Lewis. There's a lap car, Benson in the way. You just saw him try to get that wave around before, but not really sure why he did it so late. Benson will now be lapped. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? What was that? I'm trying to save it here. Oh god. And they're wrecking. What are we doing? They saved it though. We're still trying to wreck. No caution apparently. We're going to keep it green. Oh god. What was that? And the caution's out. Of course it is. Man, what are we doing? Like, honestly. Venture just did not... I don't know what that was. This is getting really frustrating. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing on the track.
Looks like Bryce was deciding what lane to go to, so Oh, he just got disqualified. So Bryce Benton is disqualified.
All right, let's take a look at this. So Benson on the outside here. We've just been having caution flags for the stupidest reason. I don't know what that was. Then he came back up and ultimately wrecked them. It's getting so unbelievably frustrating.
Yeah, this is not a good showing for the Cup Series. And I only think that the Xfinity drivers who should be, not trying to be rude here, but should be a little bit worse than the Cup drivers are showing that they're like 5 times better than them, and that's not good for the Cup drivers.
I mean, I don't know what's up with this. I just don't understand what that was all about. I really don't know.
I mean, yeah, like you said, this is getting pretty ridiculous. I don't know
And what are we doing? Yeah, they're slowing up now. The pace car just ran away. I think they're trying to find who's in what position. Man, this is just getting really...
Maybe the PLR car's got some damage too, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were up in that line. Benson just not... He did not look low at all. Or middle. They were just running the outside. I was pretty sure they were going to expect him to maybe drop low, but apparently not.
Yeah. He... over the radio chatter, we told him to go to the low side, and he decided not to. So that's probably going to be, I would think, a penalty for him during the Xfinity race, maybe.
I mean, yeah, he is a full-time Xfinity driver, so you never know. But it's just been way too chaotic here early in Talladega. So a lot of cars staying out here. Top 8, I think, all stay out. So I'm really hoping this is the last caution flag before we come to the halfway break. We're just having yellows for the stupidest of reasons. That probably shouldn't have been yellows. If we weren't making unbelievably... If one car wasn't making unbelievably aggressive blocks early in the race, and then another didn't decide to just keep it on the outside where the leaders were coming, on the outside, then we probably won't only have like 1 caution flag so far tonight. We're already guaranteed 4, which is the most all weekend. Alright, under yellow from Talladega again. Cole Wilson now leads. So here's some more cars on pit road. Landon Fish going to pull off. You got Cole Clausen still sitting, then the 91 of Davis. So there's still a lot of time to turn this race around. We're only 27, almost only 30 laps in now. There's more cars that got damage under that. It's just been very frustrating. McMillan going to try to get himself back on the lead lap here. So it'll be about 20 laps to go until we come back to the green flag in the till the halfway break. All right.
So, what are you guys thinking about what just happened?
I mean, Benson, I don't know what that was all about. 2, I would say, interesting moves in a row for Team Chevy Motor Club drivers. Benson's just sitting there. I think you guys told him to go high, and he didn't.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
no, we told him to... It might have been our fault on communication, because he probably saw the bottom lane coming, but we told him to go to the apron. He just decided he didn't want to.
I don't think Benton has voice chat.
Yeah.
We got 1 to go here. Lewis, Hamilton, and Davis are not going to be a lap down at the moment. They'll get their laps back under the next caution flag. If they can come back off pretty...
We'll talk about it post-race.
All right. But back to the action in Talladega, hopefully. Be nice.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can get some laps in. I think we have like at least 3 cautions, and we're not even halfway.
Yellow flags, about 30 laps into this race. Is McMillan going to get another lap back? Going to be 2 down at the moment. He's still got Martinez now back off the track. Off pit road, I mean. You still got Noah Hamilton sitting here. He's got... Ooh, look at that thing all torn up, though, I think. Noah Hamilton, not what he wants to see. Same with the 20 of Lewis. They're going to try to get their repaired. And we'll try to get the last whole sequence through the rest of the race.
I think they might have wrecked in the back straight away, but they're good now, I think. I don't know what
Alright.
happened, but Noah retired.
Alright, so Hamilton apparently out of the race. This is just not how we wanted this to go. Man.
This is a disappointing showing for the Cup Series.
Xfinity and trucks are so good. I'm not really sure what's going on into this race here. Alright. 29 laps into Talladega. We still got a lot of time to turn it around. We could have a great race now. I'm praying we run green
Just
to
like
the
the
end.
saying goes, let the past be the past.
Yeah. Praying we run green to the end of the stage here. That would be really nice. Here we go. We're back underway from the Talladega Superspeedway. Mac Rabbit started. Was lagging a bit. Not what we wanted to see here early, of course. As they head down to the one running along with Cash Culp there. Culp on the outside, a pretty good start. Side by side now with the 12 of Wilson. Seven of White there. And they're going to race on the back straightaway here. Already going side by side. It looks like PLR are going to try to get it lined up on the outside here. As they will with Culp and White. So big tandem draft here. Can't do that for too long, these next-gen machines. They will start to overheat. So, Pace and Lindsay nearly in front of Mailer. That was nearly bad. Here we go, down the front straightaway. Coming to 30 laps into Talladega. They're 4 wide behind him. John Wynn on the inside. 51 of track as well. Mac Grab there. Here's to the outside. Goes the 7 of White. Got the 12 of Wilson down low. So, the 12 through the middle of the racetrack he goes. Now onto the back straightaway. The 77 going down low. Trying to make something happen. Braden Huntsinger goes side by side now with his teammates. Now Huntsinger for the lead in Talladega. Oh, he goes outside. He was just trying to get in front of his teammates, and we're trying to wreck back there. I think they all saved it. Yes, they did. For now. Now Mac Grab leads the inside. So everyone maybe just trying to get track position here, but I'm not really sure why all these drivers aren't maybe liking to go single file. We've been seeing what's been going on lately. So I mean, it would make sense to go single file for a bit. Top 4 cars are now single. Maybe they're actually hearing me at this point. We gotta battle back here. Everyone trying to find a place in line. All right, we got cars pulling outside here, trying to go single file in Talladega. Probably a good move. Maybe run this to about maybe like 7 to go into the stage, and then maybe try to race again. Stage points are on the line in Talladega. Single file now for this group. Oh, God. I don't know why we're hitting the wall. Single file on the outside, but okay. Here they come down the front straightaway in Talladega. Here's the 77 of Braden Huntsinger leading this line. He just won. Sorry, Matthew White actually just won last week in Darlington. We actually lost the back half of this grid. On the back straightaway with the 34 Rodriguez really holding him up. Here comes the 99, and nobody's going to go with him.
I do think these drivers just need to get single file and start going.
We're 3 wide further back. They try to get in line here. Hopefully they will. 34, they're trying to push the 34 out of line, I think. As they head down the front straightaway here in Talladega. So we're single file, 33 laps in. Alright, so we got 2 separate packs that are all single file at the moment. Wilson looks slow for just a second, but I think they're just going to try to ride around for a bit. So the good thing is here for these drivers in the Chevrolets, you got Team Chevy Motor Club lined up right now in that 4th, 5th, and 6th positions. Those are their remaining cars, I believe. And then PLR runs 1, 2, 3. As they head down the front stretch from the Talladega Super Speedway. So if we run like this for a while, I would assume we would be able to make it to the end of the stage. Oh, God.
Backing up big time up there.
Yeah, looks like it's okay back there. At the moment. Remember, end of lap number 47 is the halfway break. Here in Talladega. So once again, Hunsicker leading, Matthew White second, Cash Culp third. First time all day they're going single file. It's been an insane entertainment all day as well. As you see these two separate packs right here.
I mean, it's kind of interesting that they chose to run the top, honestly. But I feel like they're just trying to train to get all the way to the end of the stage.
I'm honestly pretty surprised they're doing this. Usually
when they train, they go to the bottom, but apparently they decided the top's the right move.
So we've lost Davis, Lewis, I think. We got McMillan. We lost the 51, Clausen, and Kruger in that second group. At the moment. But yeah, oh, God. Stage points are on the line. That could go, we're racing, I think. No, we're not. Oh, now we are. Okay. I think a little bit too early to start doing this. Here's the 99 down low. With 48 on Martinez. They're going to fall way back now to the back of this group. Here's the 12 out of line for just a second. Trying to race side by side. There's the one with Win going with him. As they may need to try to pull it back up. Here's the other group coming with a run. Oh, God. Getting dicey back here. As this second group tries to split them. Here comes Landon Fish. That was close. 3 wide still. Everyone trying to get it in the line. My goodness, 11 laps to go to the halfway break in Talladega.
Kept it clean. Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah. Man. That got dicey. They're still side by side down here. Win on the outside. There's 48 of Martinez to his back bumper. Big run now coming. The 12 of Wilson goes down low again, but lost one of his teammates, John Wynn. He's going to fall back to the rear end of this group. Maybe even to the back over the one machine. We're going to have to try to step on the brakes here. See if they go to the inside. The 48 will. To not create a stack up. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
That was going to be a big stack up.
It kind of sounds like we have a feud between the 48 and the 72 of Fish when they almost crashed on the straightaway.
Oh! 12 of Wilson all the way down low. Got a big run there on Landon Fish, but yeah, kind of a random feud there between Landon Fish and Nicholas Martinez, of all drivers. Now Fish here on the outside as they race down the back straightaway. We're getting closer and closer to the halfway break here. We lost some more cars there, McMillan and the 34 of Rodriguez. We could be into some lap traffic by the end of this stage here with Kruger, Clausen, and the 51 machine. Hopefully
that coming close to 7 to go in the stage.
Yeah, hopefully lap traffic maybe keep it on the bottom of the racetrack this time. Headed down the front straightaway yet again in Talladega. So once we get close to the end of the stage here, I would assume maybe like 3, 4 to go. I think we were gonna start seeing really aggressive moves happen. Hunsicker with a big shove from his teammate Matthew White, but they're all just staying in line at the moment. And we've lost even more cars now. I think Martinez as well, and Rodriguez. So that second group has pretty much been destroyed. We got cars that are going to need to try to stay on the lead lap. Cars that are going to need to try to get the laps back. Pulling inside goes the 90 of Pace and Lindsay just for a second. Don't like anything work with that. We are 40 laps into Talladega. 8 laps to go to the halfway break. Which again awards stage points to the top 10 drivers. The top 4 all playoff cars, now even nearly top 5 with Landon Fish, but here comes Lindsay down low. Cole Wilson, John Wynn going with him. I think this is maybe a bit too early to be start to do this. Here's some lap cars that are going to be in the way pretty soon. Hopefully they keep it on the bottom of the racetrack. So lap car in the way, that is Joseph Lewis. He's now going to be put 3 laps down, I think. Oh, Lewis going to now keep it bottom. That's the way to do it. For Joseph Lewis, there's the 51 car. Michael Detech, however you say his name. Oh, Wilson a bit sideways back there. Cash Culp nearly out of line as well. There's McMillan off pit road. He's now 5 laps down in Talladega. So he's definitely going to need more caution flags after the halfway break to try to get those laps back. Here's the 51 car, keeping it down low as they head down the back straightaway once more in Talladega. Big push coming now, but everyone right now stays single file in line. More shoves here on this back straightaway. So top 5 drivers are all playoff drivers with lined up Hunsicker, White, Culp, Ortiz, and Fish. They are all drivers contending for the championship and also obviously the playoffs. And then we look down on the next playoff driver down, and that's, I believe, Cole Clausen. Down in P15, nearly in jeopardy. We can put a lap down. He would get his lap back eventually, but getting pretty close to him. I believe Clausen's running all by himself as well. Fish maybe looking down inside just for a second, doesn't make anything work. We're coming close to the halfway break yet again. In Talladega. So the season 1 race is kind of similar to this one as well. Same amount of laps. We kind of have a little bit of chaos early in the race, then we had a very long green flag run at the end. Obviously, we're not at the end of the race just yet, but we're at the end of this, coming to the end of the stage. And that was also a few miles race at the end of there. We could possibly see another one of those tonight. But yeah, Braden Hunsicker, I believe, has now led the most laps of the night. He's been outside for about 20 or so laps with his teammates. So when are we going to see drivers start to make a move here? So we only got about 9 cars in this lead draft. It's really gotten split up as of late. Coming down to 3 to go till the halfway break this time by. So we'll be official when we cross the line. If we have a caution flag, after that, then that'll be the official stage results. Alright, 3 laps to go till the halfway break. So far, nobody has pulled out of line to try to make a pass in the leaders. Can we tough? The top 3 are all teammates with Hunsicker, White, and Culp. And there's not a whole lot of energy behind him. You can see back here goes Cole Wilson. Wilson is not racing for points. He and Pace Lindsay are the 2 drivers up here not racing for championship points because they're full-time in Xfinity. Here's Landon Fish. He is racing for points, and he needs them as he enters this race below the playoff cut line for advancing to the championship 4. Come back to 2 to go this time by. Till the halfway break in Talladega. Been single file for a little bit, just trying to get to the end of this one. We're going to have lap cars down the way. Cole Clausen there, you can see in the 5 machine. Luke Kruger as well. They will keep it down low. So there's the 21 of Ortiz, maybe trying to back up here. He's actually all by himself. Somehow lost the momentum on the back straightaway here. Here comes Carlos Ortiz, won the halfway break in Darlington last week. And now he's looking to get the job done in Talladega. Ortiz has been on fire as of late. Here's Matt Grab down inside. Now he makes a move down low as we're coming on 1 to go till the halfway break. So Kruger and Clausen are going to get in line on that inside. A lap car is going to have to stay low. That's usually the thing they do in Talladega. Here we go. Big run, though. Coming from Matt Grab. Look at it down in the inside here. PLR was getting all chopped up on the outside, and we're side by side for the stage win as they head down the back straightaway for the final time in this half. Playoff point is on the line for the stage victory. Matt Grab, another big shot from the 90 of Lindsay. Oh, and they got out of line just for a second. Here comes Huntsicker back to the outside. Will the PLR cars be able to form something up? Grab them down low. Huntsicker outside. Good push to Matt Grab as they head down the front straightaway for the final time of the stage. Here we go, side by side, nearly 3 wide. Who's going to get it? Side by side to the line. It'll be Huntsicker. He wins the stage. Caution is out in Talladega. It's the halfway break. All right. 4th yellow flag of the night, halfway in Talladega. The cars lap stand. We'll be right back from Talladega Superspeedway under the halfway break. So we should get a lot of cars back on the lead lap here. As we welcome you under caution to the Talladega Superspeedway. Now for the halfway break in Dega. So Clausen, Kruger, Beachhead, maybe even Joseph Lewis, and possibly McMillan if he stays out, could get themselves back on the lead lap here.
I like the improvement. We actually got to the midway break without another caution. We had 3 cautions in the first half, I think. 4.
Yeah, now under a 4th yellow flag of the night. Coming to lap number 50 this time by in Talladega. Over halfway. Because yeah, I thought Matt Grab on the inside was going to get that stage win, but fortunately for Huntsicker, you got that run really nicely on that outside lane, and that grabbed him the stage win. So, under the halfway break in Talladega, expect pit stops now going to be coming underway. This is going to be interesting here. They don't have enough fuel to make it to the end once they pit, so they're going to need another caution flag. If they don't get one, then that will be a few miles race to the end. So it's the halfway break. Drivers are going to be getting the laps back here. Everyone's going to be getting set for the second half of this Talladega race. Here it goes. Cars back on the lead lap, I mean. All right. Leaders pit road. Led by Braden Huntsicker. He's led the most laps so far tonight. He also led the most laps in Darlington last week. Didn't end up with the victory, though. Here they come to pit road. There's Matt Grab. Pulls into his pit stall. John Wynn back there. Carlos Ortiz. More drivers as well. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, I would assume. For a lot of these drivers, just going to want to get the max grip possible. Huntsicker going to be off first. Easily wins the race off pit road. And it's going to be a battle between Culp and Matthew White for that second spot. Matt Grab actually may even get it. He'll actually come home P3. Here's Wilson off pit road, the 21 Ortiz, the 1 of Wynn. Side-by-side Barnett, Miller. Not a great start for Martinez there. And We're under caution again in Talladega. We'll be right back again. All right, that was the race off pit road. Now we prepare for the second half of Talladega. So 50 now laps into this race. 46 laps to go from the Talladega Superspeedway. And I'm going to be interested to see what they do here in the second half of this race. Will they elect to ride around for a bit, or will they start going? So they're going to need to save fuel. We don't get another caution flag, that's for sure. So here are your cars to get the free pass and the wave arounds back off on pit road. Gonna get the race car serviced in Dega.
You know, so since you usually ask me this question, but I'm gonna go ahead and flip the script. What do you think is gonna happen for this second half of racing?
That's new. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so I'm actually expecting maybe one more caution. I'm gonna say around 25, 24 to go. I'm gonna say one more yellow for them. We're gonna race for a bit, then we're gonna go back single file for maybe like 5-10 laps. Then we're gonna race again, and then that's gonna cause a pretty decently sized wreck, I would say, in Dega.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna kind of be with you, but I feel like there's at least gonna be 3-4 cautions because the first stage was that chaotic. I can't imagine how the second stage is gonna end up.
I mean, but in Talladega last season, we ran under a very, very long green flag run, and that was the fuel strategy race. We also had nearly a photo finish. That was a great race, though, still. A decent race tonight in Talladega, I would say, as of late.
Yeah, but unlike the other cars, this next gen has, let's say, like a cheat code for side draft, because you can get like 5 cars on the inside, and if you're the only one up there and they're not pushing good, you can just slide right past them and get side by side.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how strong this side draft is.
And also another thing with the next gen, why do we always have more cautions, I feel like, in the Cup Series all the time? We have a lot of the same drivers that run the Xfinity Series because they're running part-time either in Cup trying to get ready for a full-time season coming up, or then other Cup drivers that ran in Xfinity. We had like 22 cars last night in Xfinity too. So not that far off this car count. Only about 4 cars. I just don't know. It's something about the next gen. For some reason. Always
It
seems
could be that it's like a lot more wider than the other cars.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, the next gen car usually seems to cause the most amount of chaos. And it's done that so far tonight in Talladega. We've had 3 cautions for cause, 1 for that halfway break. Alright, ready for the second half of this race, be lap number 52. When we see the green flag come back in the air. We've got 43 laps to go in Talladega. So over halfway. What's going to happen in this second half, we're about to find out. So Payson Lindsay, big update here, he's on pit road at the moment.
That's a noticeable amount of playoff drivers are back on the lead lap, such as Cole Clausen. He's in 12th. Well, he's probably more farther up now, but be on the lookout for Cole Clausen. He's still looking for his first, official FedEx win. I think he's actually looking for his first ever FedEx affiliated race win.
Yeah, that's true. He's been one of our longest ever drivers, and he's still looking for that first ever victory. Can it happen tonight? Here we go, ready to start the second half of this event in Talladega Superspeedway. 52 laps in, we are back on our way from Dega. Good start there for Hunsicker. Matthew White looks like he's going to let him in line on the outside here. Yes, he will. You see the 12, though, pulling outside with a run now coming there. They're going side by side. Ashton Miller into this pack as well. Everyone's just trying to get up to speed. You see Barnett 3 wide middle with John Wynn. As they're side by side here for the lead between Hunsicker and White. Nearly 3 wide on further back. Here's Landon Fish out of line just for a second. The race down the backstretch in the 3 and 4. Bottom getting pushed with Braden Hunsicker. He's going to move up. I thought he got really loose there for a second, but he's actually just going to move up in the line. So 3 wide further back. Cash Culp trying to split his way through the field. He lost spots on pit road. Nearly 4 wide further. Look at this mess back here. Everybody trying to find a spot in line in Talladega. Now the 7 of white leads that outside lane. Hunsicker now going low. Oh, that was close between teammates. See Culp through the middle. Well, see Wilson going to go with him. Big run for Cash Culp. Now Culp to the inside, looking for the lead. Side by side there with Hunsicker and White. We're going to see Culp trying to run the outside here again with teammates. Getting dicey yet again. Wilson through the middle. We got a lap car already in the way. That is facing Lindsay. Didn't come off pit road in time. So you see Lindsay there. Probably run the inside lane. He got kind of a weird situation with Payson here. He's going to be put 2 laps down now. As they head down the backstretch. Yet again, there's Payson Lindsay falling on further back. Cash Culp still running an inside line with Cole Wilson. There's John Wynn on the outside. Nick Diego Rodriguez as well in his Cup Series debut. Here's Culp back down low. They're side by side for the lead.
Yeah, let's go Arca trying to get in line with the push. They've been excellent at pushing. I think they've been leading most of the race.
They've won the most laps as a race team overall. When it came time down to that second half of that first stage. Culp's got to run back to the inside here. Just he's not going to be able to find a way in line with his teammates unless he gets the lead. It's going to be tough to do in the inside. Outside has been pretty good as of late. Wilson, I don't know why I just called him Miller. Getting a big shove to the 57 car. Getting a little bit bottled up, and then outside, they're actually going to let the 57 of Culp go. Oh, we're trying to wreck. They are wrecking. Around goes Payson Lindsay. He will spin. We're crashing back here. Around goes McMillan. No caution yet. We apparently will keep it green. 3 wide, though.
That sucks for Cole Crossing. I think he got into that wreck.
And also Ethan McMillan. He's so close to getting back on the lead lap. Yeah, just one car went around. I think he got it back going. Yes, he did. And now Culp takes the lead, and now they're on the outside. So hopefully we can get these PLR cars broken up here. I don't really think anyone wants to see them run on the outside. Move the 77 to the back bumper. Oh, Rodriguez, they just squeezed Rodriguez in the wall a bit. Here's the 12 of Wilson. He's going to drop up outside here. And they head down the front straightaway yet again in Talladega. Wilson to the inside. I know drivers behind him are not going to be trying to let these PLR cars just take over. Not what you want to do.
But he also could just be riding around and try to get around them when the time comes.
Yeah, we're only 57 laps in this 92-lap race, or 95-lap race. So if we don't have another caution here and they're not able to save enough, that would be close on fuel. Oh, we got a car on the wall! Rodriguez hits the wall while running single file. I've seen that a couple times tonight. Not really sure how that happens. Very wide, though. Through the middle goes the 91 of Ryan David. He'll got up in front of his teammate. Oh, but his teammate just got squeezed in the wall. There goes Ashton Miller. Down low, 3 wide. Everyone's trying to get it all sorted out back here. Everyone's going to have to try to get on this outside. Here comes Carlos Ortiz to the bottom. Culp going to block down low. Culp going to go back outside here. Ortiz does not have a run just yet. Trying to side draft them down this back straightaway. Here's his teammate. Wilson to his bumper. They're going to have to fall back in line, though. Here's your pole sitter, Nicholas Martinez, running fourth at the moment. Yeah, so this is kind of just a ride-around period of most super speedway races, and we're seeing that right now. As yeah, this gap has now been extended for your leaders. And then this second half of the gap. I don't know why I don't know why they're racing. They really got to stay in line here, trying to catch back up to the rest of the field. I think they're just trying to get low. I think on Ryan Davis actually. So we got
Looks
another.
like they're just trying to go single file on the apron. So
They got another split up, unfortunately. The question is, will we see another yellow? We're coming to 36 laps to go in Talladega this time by. Yeah, that second group is way back now. All of a sudden, Culp's loose off the back bumper of Matthew White. Oh, White gets pushed out of line by the 77. Are they actually going to really slow? They are. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think they are now. I think Matthew White's going to find a spot in line just barely in front of Ortiz. Is now going to pull down to his inside. And we're getting racy down here. Kind of a weird race now. The entire pack just got split up under when they were nearly crashing. They continue to race over here. I think that's going to allow cars on behind them to try to pull back up. Led by Ashton Miller, that group. The Culp continues to lead in Talladega. If Cash Culp wins tonight, he will lock himself into the championship four. There's goes Carlos Ortiz to the bottom. Oh, looking side by side, 3 wide now with Cole Wilson and Matthew White. Ortiz now for the top spot. He will maybe try to clear outside, not for now. They're getting a little bit side by side back there as well. This could allow that second group, to close back up. We'll see what they can do. Here's Carlos Ortiz, gonna clear up for the race lead in Talladega. He takes the top spot away. Culp he's actually gonna go 3 wide here. Oh, we're crashing. Matthew White going around. He saves it, no caution. And Culp takes the lead back. I think we're going to need a yellow here pretty soon. Trying to get all these cars back up bunched together. Try to get the drivers back on the lead lap and more. Hopefully try to fix this race a little bit. Here we go down the backstretch. Big push there for the 77. Once again, that second group has more cars than this first group, but they just haven't been able to run them down. I think what that second group needs to do back here, as we can see, and they have to run the outside to try to stay in the draft of these drivers. Actually closing up pretty nicely now. They're starting to make hay. About 7-8 cars in that second group. Kind of a weird Talladega race, though, tonight. Not something you see every day. Here we go. Landon Fish getting pushed from Rodriguez. Either want to win now. Stuck on the outside, though.
yeah, that group's closing in fast.
It could be there before you know it. Well, here's the Ethan McMillan, unfortunately. Has spent most of the race laps down. Here's Ortiz back down low. His teammate's going to go with him, Cole Wilson. But they're going to come back in line once more. So I think we're going to need to see another caution flag. They're trying to get all the cars back bunched up together. I'm talking about all the cars on the lead lap at the moment. Right now we got Clausen, Detach, Joseph Lewis now, McMillan, Lindsay out of the lead draft, Davis as well. With 32 laps to go in Talladega. And also fuel could be a concern later in this race. Right along now with the 21 of Carlos Ortiz. As they race down the back straightaway, there's his teammate Cole Wilson. There's Martinez. There is right along now is Braden Hunsicker. Martinez runs here in third, and we should take you to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Talladega. Crank it up. Back live here in Talladega. That was cranking up. We got the inside lane coming with a run. Here comes Landon Fish to the bottom of the racetrack. Carlos Ortiz going to drop down low now. So we still have a little bit of ways to go in Talladega, but now Ortiz leading that inside lane. Here comes Carlos Ortiz for the race lead in Talladega. He will take it and lead a lap. Landon Fish all over his rear bumper. Once again, they head down the front straightaway. We see the 57 of Kolb and the 77 of Hunsinger really just caught by surprise up there. And now, the 21 of Carlos Ortiz takes the race lead away. There's Austin Barnett. Yeah, but we got to be wondering here, have drivers been saving fuel? You never know. And who's going to have enough to make it to the end if we don't get another caution flag? And that just really changed the race here. The entire pack just caught up to the front and now is leading here in Talladega. And Matthew Wett has just lost the draft. Clausen, the 51 car as well, the 82, the 70 McMillan, the 70 Lindsay, and the 91 of Ryan Davis. They've all lost the draft here. Kruger has now fanned the draft as we got 48 Nicholas Martinez looking to the outside lane. Oh, into the wall! John Wynn slams it. We'll come back down, no caution. We keep it green. We go run coming now for the 48 outside. Starting to get dicey up at the front of the field.
The yellow car in the back for blood again. They just wrecked another driver.
As we got our cars around the outside, here comes Nicholas Martinez, your pole sitter, back to the lead. Wilson not giving up, those back to the outside. Oh, we're trying to wreck down here. Miller 3-4 wide now. Oh, contact. Miller sideways. Hunsinger also lost it. Nearly lost it as well with 25 laps remaining in Talladega. Cole Wilson up front. See Miller going to try to get in line here with 44, of Diego Rodriguez. He tries to get in line. Here comes Cash Cole back to the inside with Hunsinger. They're going to leave the 12th car behind. Ortiz, the 12's teammate, will stay on the outside here to try to give him a bit of a shove. 3 wide further back, nearly 4 wide. Martinez down on the inside trying to push Ashton Miller. Other Toyotas have been taken out in this race. Pretty sure Ashton Miller is the only remaining Toyota in this race in Talladega with 24 laps to go. There's Payson Lindsay, lap car on the bottom of the racetrack. He's had a tough night. Okay, but drivers have to be worrying about fuel at this point. I don't want to bother you while you're busy, Ashton, but can you try to give us a bit of a fuel update?
I can now. From the looks of how much I have around 17 laps or about 8-9 liters. So yeah, driver's gonna be looking to get that looking to pit as the 48 almost went around.
Yeah, we saw this exact same thing last season in the Talladega Cup race, a fuel mileage race to the end of the race. But we see that tonight. It's Talladega. We can never know when caution could strike. We only got 23 laps to go. We were starting to click down the lap times in Talladega, and Cash Cole was back to the lead.
Sorry to interrupt you. We got pitters. 64 is in pit road.
That is Luke Kruger. We also got John Wynn down in pit. He also hit the wall, though, so I'm not really sure if that's the result of that or not. Oh, look at down to the inside goes to the 66 of Barnett. It's an early pitter, though, for Luke Kruger. Down pit road pretty early. We're starting to get a bit dicey up here. At the front, there goes Cole Wilson around the outside. Side by side now with Hunsicker. Going to push him out of line. Hashkelp still getting pushed, though, by the 12 of Wilson. Ooh, back to the outside they go. Nearly into the wall a bit. A couple of Fords and Toyotas back there. There's Kruger off pit road. Now a lap down after competing his fuel cycle. Wilson's got a teammate lined up with Carlos Ortiz on his bumper. Hunsicker nearly got the 21 turned around. They all saved it again. Oh, Ortiz! Sideways! Saves it, though. Here comes the 34 Rodriguez with another run. Big run coming to the inside with Millen Rodriguez. Cash Colt makes a big block. Lunge to the inside. Nearly gets turned around. 34 all over his bumper. Getting intense in Talladega. Just 21 laps to go. Hunsicker dropped back in line. About P5. Oh, Colt! Sideways, there they go. They're going to wreck. Into the wall goes the 34. They're crashing. Caution, they're going to come out here. So it looks like just the 34 has a lot of damage. The only one, really, and he's going to be all torn up. Caution with 21 laps to go in Talladega, I'm sorry. All right, yellow flag is out. Let's take a look at what happened to the 34 car. Oh, yeah, he got that. Well, what a save, though, for Cash Culp, though. And then, oh, Culp came back up into the 34. I think just Resolve just coming back up into the racetrack. Let's ride along with this 34 car through this wreck. Looks like just a bad shove there, yeah. And then Culp was loose at the bottom, tried to save it, then came back up into the door to 34. He also got some damage, so landed fish hit the wall a bit. Martinez got a bit of a shove, and around goes Rodriguez, bringing out the 5th caution flag of the night from Talladega. So you're gonna.
Well, we saw it coming.
Yeah, we did. All right. We'll be back live in just a second.
That's pity now. It's going to be crucial.
Yeah, it is. Only 20 laps to go in Talladega. We're gonna probably see cars down to pit road pretty soon. We'll be right back from the Talladega Superspeedway. So somehow, after all that, they seem to have the best luck of all time. Hunsicker and Culp are back up there with each other. I don't know how that happens, but apparently it just did. They're now 1-2. Will they keep it the positions off pit road? Will we see some pit strategy here? Will some drivers elect to take tires? Will some elect to take no tires? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have multiple cars back on the lead lap here. And yeah, it could get interesting to the end in Talladega. All right, here we go, pitting. You're probably going to see everyone come down pit road that didn't pit just yet. Only 2 cars that we saw come down pit road under that cycle to start it off was Kruger and John Wynn. So we're going to be on the fuel now. We saw a fuel mileage race at the end last season in Talladega for the Cup Series, but we won't see that tonight. They will now be all good on fuel. Now make sure you fill it up. Good stop for Cole Wilson. He's going to be looking to get off first. He will. Cole Wilson wins the race off pit road. White, Hunsicker, and Culp come out all together. More drivers getting Ford Fresh Goodyear tires back there. Here's Ortiz. Miller's actually going to bleed Ortiz off. There's Barnett. Martinez loses a couple of spots here. He's got damage on the front end of that nose machine. There. But yeah. Caution now for the 5th time tonight. 19 laps to go in Talladega. So yeah, Martinez still electing to stay on pit road. As Cole Wilson takes the lead from the Talladega Superspeedway. He's looking for his first career win.
If I'm not mistaken, his teammate, who's his teammate? The 9 or the 1 car, I think?
The 9 is also the 1 is as well. So is the 91 and the 21 of Ortiz. So Team Chevy Motor Club entered 5 cars in this race.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Cole Wilson. He looks like he's the only car in contention that's on the lead lap, as Payson is off pace from what I'm told.
Yeah, Lindsay now 3 down at the moment. Davis is placed at the moment right now. We still look on a road. Ortiz is actually running P6 though. Don't forget about him. He's had such a solid playoffs. Even such a solid like the last 10 or so races. Finished 2nd in Indy. Dominated half the race, and Darlington won a stage then as well. And yeah, Carlos Ortiz looking to come on strong here at the end of the season, which is what you need to do. Didn't start off the season at all well. He spent most of the first half of the year below the playoff cut line, but then at the end of the playoffs there, just squeezed in. And it was one of your prizes to make it to the round of 8, and now he's looking to possibly even advance to the Championship 4. That would be huge for Carlos Ortiz. So looking back on pit road, you got McMillan coming off here. John Wynn still sitting there. There's the 51. I think he's going to get his lap back. Yes, he will. 70 of McMillan is still 3 down. He spent most of this race multiple laps down. There's the 91 of Davis. John Wynn, I'm not sure if he's going to beat the pace car out. He will not. Yes, he will, though. We got 1 to go till we restart. It'll be 17 to go in Talladega when the green flag flies yet again. So 17th place, scores 1 point tonight. So Ethan McMillan is in position to score just 1 point in Talladega. Not what he wants to do, as he's trying to advance to the next round of the playoffs, which doubles as the championship 4 in Kansas. So got 2 races remaining in the season, 1 race remaining in the round of 8 after tonight. In Martinsville next week, that could be insane. My goodness, what is going to happen in Martinsville? We got to see how that all works out. All right. Can Cole Wilson grab his first career win? He's got a teammate in row number 3, Carlos Ortiz. But then you got PLR teammates lined up on the outside here. Nobody's making way for them at all this race. You got, I think, Landon Fish back on pit road here. 82 of Lewis as well. The 34 of Rodriguez is now going to be a lap down. Landon Fish is going to have to try to pull off as soon as possible. There he is. He's got some damage as well, though. There's John Wynn off pit road.
It looks like, yeah, M&F Racing is not looking so strong here. The only car that's on track right now, except for McMillan, is the 5 Cole Clausen. And he got in a wreck not that long ago, so hopefully he has some engine power.
But Clausen,
I don't know.
Clausen got himself back on the lead lap here. Fish is still sitting on pit road at the moment, so Landon Fish. M&F Racing had this race circled to try to advance to the championship 4 with a win. They are so good at these super speedway races. We've seen it all throughout this weekend with trucks and Xfinity, but unfortunately tonight has not been their night. Fish has had a good run. Now he's going to be still sitting on pit road as Cole Wilson will lead the fields back to green. 17 laps to go from Talladega. We are back on our way. Ooh, kind of a weird start there. Cole Wilson going to pull away. Good start there for the 12 machine. Now, okay, doing this already. Matthew White gets it. Yeah, Cole Wilson knows at this point. Pretty sure everyone has figured it out that you can't really let these drivers go. And Cole Wilson is doing a masterful job for himself blocking. Here's Ashton Miller now leading the inside with Barnett. They head down the back straightaway yet again. Yeah, Miller on an inside lane with a run. That's Toyota. Help from the Ford Chevrolets up top. All 3 manufacturers in the top 10. Now Wilson. Yeah, there we go. He's going to get spit out of the line. They don't help anyone but their own drivers. And now we go side by side to Ashton Miller and Matthew White. Miller actually, I'm sorry, White trying to push. Or actually, Hunter, I mean, I can't talk at this point. Trying to get in line back there with 16 laps to go in Talladega. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. 3 wide for the back. There's Cole Wilson's teammate, the 21 of Ortiz. He's going to get in line here. Ashton Miller's to the bottom. Just got eliminated from the playoffs last week. He's on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to clear high. He takes the lead in Talladega. 3 wide further back. Oh, they're nearly 4 wide further back. Everyone tries to get in line here. There's the 77. Koltner still 3 wide. Yeah, the intensity picking up now. Barnett takes the race lead for the first time tonight. Miller a bit loose on the outside here. Really loose now. Now, White goes down. Okay, we're doing this again. I think Miller's going to have to try to block up high if he can. No, he can't. Big run now coming for the 7th. Yeah, all right song. These PLR cars have not helped anyone but themselves. Not against the rules, obviously. How about Luke Kruger running in P3 at the moment? But all starting Barnett in his Ford leads in Talladega. Nicholas Martinez all over his rear bumper. Side by side for the lead with 15 laps to go. Martinez may want to try to get in front of these Chevrolets ahead of him. Austin Barnett did not advance to the playoffs, but now he's looking for a win tonight. Here we go, side by side. Martinez trying to side draft the number 7 car. Now, big push around the outside here Oh, loose! Around goes Hunziker! They're crashing! It's the big one in Talladega! Hunziker all torn up! Multiple cars involved! There's the 12 spun around! The 21 of Ortiz! 51 involved, I think the 79 of Miller. 12 is stuck on the apron. Caution is out. The big one strikes in Talladega with just 14 laps to go. Let's take a look at what happened. So I believe it all started with Braden Hunziker. Let's see here. So, watch the 77. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think one was coming down for a second, then one was coming up, and then I think this one just turned right into him. As that's the first part of the wreck. The 5 got involved a bit as well. Let's take a look at that second part of the wreck as well. I believe with cars ahead of them. Yes, it was. You saw the 82 of Lewis got turned around. Fortunately for him, we'll be with this replay in just a second. But the 82 of Joseph Lewis here. Yeah, I think one car, yeah, he just got hooked there. But the 12 also got involved. The 20 of Ortiz all torn up. And the 82 slams the fence. Big hits throughout the field. Actually, Ashton Miller, I think, avoided all of that. Let's ride along with Ashton Miller, see how he made it through this. Alright. Riding with Ashton Miller. Kind of at the back of the pack. And there they are. It all went around here. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, my God. Look at Ashton Miller. Still not through. That was impressive. Wow. What a job by Ashton Miller making it through that wreck. Incredible.
No, it's always when you get eliminated, you have in this league.
I mean, yeah, really. All right. Matthew White apparently takes the lead. We'll be right back in Talladega. So we're looking right here. All cars that didn't involve in the accident are going to stay out here. The 51 was involved, and all these cars I think were involved back here. 13 laps to go, though, in Talladega. Some drivers could be on the lead lap here, including Pace and Lindsay, and the number 90 machine. Also, the 70 of McMillan going to have a nice shot at that. Clausen, unfortunately, gets all torn up. And the 77 of Hunziker now really destroyed. Not what he wants tonight. There he is in the 77 car. All torn up.
So, Hunziker, I think, is at the top of the playoffs, so he has a little bit of a buffer zone.
I believe he was actually...
Hopefully.
He was... Well, look at right here. He was second, I believe. Yeah, we just behind Matthew White. So
we should have a little bit of a buffer zone, but you never know.
Yeah, this is not what he wants tonight. Finish now P17. That's only 1 point awarded, and then any other spots behind there. Well, actually, he won the stage, though. Don't forget about that. Grab 10 points, stage points from that. That's really crucial there for Braden Hunziker. It's what he needed to do. So here's McMillan. Gonna look to get himself back on the lap. And Landon Fish has been on pit road, I feel like, for a little bit. Right now, we're looking 7 laps down at the moment. And yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to Landon Fish here. Here is Pace Lindsay back to pit road. Still got more cars down there on the pit road, and only about 6 of them are in this main draft. So Ortiz win, Lewis, Wilson, Lindsay, Clausen, McMillan, I think, Hunziker, Fish, all back on pit road. But it's Matthew White back up front. And now McMillan going to be back on the lead lap. Finally. I would assume a restart is going to come with about 12 or so laps to go here. So
he got wrecked on lap 1, and it's taken him a lot of, like, around 84 laps just to get back to the lead lap.
So 6 cautions tonight so far. We got to make sure these drivers can get off the pit road before the pace car comes back around here. It's going to be close. I'm going to try to do it. I'm not really sure if they require damage or not. It'll be interesting for these drivers. They're going to have to try to get off pit road as soon as possible.
Looks like Landon Fish is coming off the pit road.
7 laps down at the moment. The 91 of Davis. Here comes the 5 of Clausen off the road. Here the 12 as well. They will supposed to stay on the lead lap. Here comes the leaders, though. Here's the 99 for the 90 of Pace and Lindsay. Comes off pit road. He's going to be on the lead lap, I believe, here. Yes, he is. One to go till we restart. Ortiz as well. Ortiz will get one lap himself. As the one of win, got a pass, though.
So how about Austin Barnett? I think that's how you say it. He's back on lead lap.
Yeah,
Not
Austin,
back in the lead lap. He's leading. My God, brain stutter right there. He's he's in second place, but I don't know if those LR cars are gonna be too friendly with them, as they they don't push each other. They only push each other. They don't push anyone else.
yeah, I mean, that could get interesting down here. So we still got Joseph Lewis on pit road. I think Huntsiker's going to be basically out of the race. We got 10 laps to go when we go back to the green flag here. What are we going to be expecting in these final 10 laps, do you think, Ashton?
Chaos, 3-wide racing. I don't care if I get wrecked or not. I want to see a photo finish at least, like a actual like side by side, almost like you don't know who won type of finish.
We'll see if that happens in Talladega. So we're still waiting for a lot more cars to catch back up to this lead draft. That's why there's like nobody here at the moment. So Matthew White gonna be on the front. We got teammates lined up on row number 1 and row number 2, and then inside here, 2 Chevrolets from PLR. Remember, PLR is going to be kind of making a split next season with G-Force and whatever. So I think there's actually, I don't know. I still got to figure out how that all works. I think there's rebranding the G-Force or something.
It looks like the 48's having some, let's say, engine issues, if we're being real. It looks like he's having some lag internet, so this could be a problem as we go into the race.
He's your pole sitter. Here we go. Just 10 laps to go from the Talladega Superspeedway. This could be it. Matthew White, Austin Barnett, big shove for Culp. Back underway in Talladega. Yeah, I was not really surprised by that. Cash Culp really gassed that thing up as soon as possible, but drivers behind him have not been nice to those PLR cars all day long. They have not been letting them get away. What will we see now? Here's Culp to the inside, though. Actually not pushing the 7. Maybe they just want to control 2 lanes, and now he's going to get up front. As they race onto the back straightaway yet again. Nearly crashing in the back. Here comes Luke Kruger on the bottom. Help from the 79 Miller. That inside lane is starting to come. They've been good all day long. Martinez there having a weird moment. Oh, they already got a lap car on the way. Joseph Lewis just came off pit road. Now he's in the way of these drivers. Here we go, around the outside now. A big push from Matthew White to the back bumper of Cash Culp. Now single digits in Talladega and 9 laps to go. Will we see another caution flag? They're getting dicey back there. They got side drafted by that lap car. That really killed the momentum down here. So they're now single file, the first top 5 or so cars on this back straightaway here once again. So we look on back. We've got Luke Kruger still leading the inside. Here comes Cole Clausen making a run down low. Will anyone elect to go with him? Not yet. Clausen has some front end damage. I don't know if he's going to be able to lead so well with that.
Yeah, he has a lot of damage on that front end.
Usually now he's going to fall back. You can see as he gets in the clean air, that thing just completely takes off from him. He's going to fall way back.
So, I know we just pitted, but drivers, if we have an overtime, they might need a pit. So, they might start saving just a little, just if they're trying to think of an overtime.
But we're single file at the moment. That's usually how you kind of save fuel sometimes. At least with the old car. And he has single file on the outside with the only coming to... Oh my goodness, what a run for Cole Clausen. He was swinging down low. And they're kind of running slow on the outside at the moment. Maybe just trying to save some fuel. You can definitely tell they're running a lot slower. Trying to save as much fuel as possible.
So I'll go ahead and give you a report. We have 8 laps to go, and I have 8 laps of fuel.
Oh.
So.
That is close. Man,
8 laps. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm losing brains. There's 7 laps to go, and I have 10 laps of fuel.
Alright, so that's a little better, I guess. Not so close there. It's now 7 laps to go in Talladega. Oh, there's John Wynn pulling down to the inside. He's got himself back on the lead lap, but he's got also front end damage. But they race down the back straight with a 7 and 57. You know they're going to stick together all throughout the rest of this race, but will it go on for much longer? Cash Culp looking for his second career win. It would be a second win of the playoffs if that can happen.
They could also push each other too hard and dump one another. That could also be a possibility. It happened before.
Yeah, we saw that just earlier in the last run with Matthew White. Got pushed out of line by, I believe, Braden Hunsicker when they were in their 3-car breakaway on the outside.
And also when Braden got spun because that run came and he wasn't expecting to come that fast.
Yeah, and then Hunsicker got all torn off. Braden Hunsicker.
It looks like we also have 2 packs now, so that lap farther back pack might be starting to catch you just a little bit. You guys see here.
3 packs, actually, I think. They headed down the back straightaway yet again in Talladega. Well, there's 1 big pack and then 2 little small packs behind him. That's about to form up into 1, probably going to draft back up to their leaders in a moment. But we're just coming back to 5 laps to go from the Talladega Superspeedway. Cash Culp is up front, looking for his second career win and his second win in these playoffs. 1 in Miami to start off the playoffs last round. Matthew White just won in Darlington last week. And they're actually falling back further back. So not what these drivers on behind the 2 leaders need. They're trying to gain some momentum.
We could also be seeing a dive to the inside as the time creeps by.
Yeah, I think that second group is kind of taken out of this. That's nearly half of this first group that we had. Now only 8 cars leading the main group. Coming down to 4 laps to go from the Talladega Superspeedway. It's starting to get real here in Dega. Cash Culp leads down the front straightaway yet again. Yeah, that second group just can't really make anything work right now. I think they're going to have to start to go back here. They want to try to make a pass for the win. The 66 to the 48. We know the 7's not going to go with them. At least for now. You're going to have to start...
Close to the go time.
Yeah, it really is close to that. Will they have enough fuel to make it to the end? I think they will. It's going to be maybe a bit close, though. And so you're really picking up in Talladega.
It's also becoming a little dawn. Becoming dawn time. The sun's starting to set. It's late afternoon now.
Here we go from Talladega. This race started at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Usually ends kind of under the sunset sky. Here comes Ashton Miller down low. Nobody goes with. No, now the 66 does. Looks like nobody's going to go with him, but now the 66 with 3 laps to go in Talladega goes to the inside. They need more cars, though, I would assume. The 48 can't go with him at the moment. Maybe he'll drop outside. If he can, there goes the 12 of Wilson. To the inside now of Miller. Ortiz going with him again. But they keep on dropping outside. Not really sure what's going on there. Can't keep on doing that. We're just coming to 2 to go. They got to try to rebuild the momentum here. Try to see what they can do. Ooh. Matthew White in the wall a bit. With now 2 laps to go in Talladega. What kind of runs can they form on back there? The 48 may be trying to back up to the back bumper of the 66. Looks like the 66 is doing that with the 79. Here we go, down the back straightaway yet again. Look at this run coming. Will Martinez pull out a line? Nothing yet. Honestly, really surprised. Lap and a half to go this time. They gotta go now. Or else they're gonna run out of time. Oh, Miller's in the wall. Now Wilson to his inside. They're side by side back there. And now it's time to send them off from Talladega. 3 wide on further back. Here we go. Final lap from the Talladega Superspeedway. Martinez and the 66 car gonna have to try to make some momentum happen. They're gonna be maybe backing up to it. Here we go, the 21. As they headed down the back stretch for the final time. 21 on the line. They're nearly wrecking. This is not good for your leaders. The 7 goes with him. Oh, around goes Matthew White. He gets turns. Final time through the triangle. Run coming for the 66. Barnett to the outside. Oh, Colt makes contact. Austin Barnett to the lead. They're crashing behind him. Here he comes. First career win for Austin Barnett. My goodness, what a finish. Can you believe it? Miller comes home second place. Martinez third. Theetch fourth. Ortiz fifth. Wilson sixth. Culp seventh. Clausen P8. And they wreck on further back. Wow. Can you believe it in Talladega? The pile up down here. Graveyard of race cars. Absolute junkyard in the final lap. Ortiz Sparks, but he comes all with the top 5. And Austin Barnett has picked up his first ever NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series win. What a finish in Talladega. And Ford has finally won 18 races into the season. Ashton Miller coming to give a huge congratulations to the 66 and your Owners Championship winners from last season. Highline Motorsports has finally won. Austin Barnett wins Talladega. What a finish, though. He's going to burn it down. First ever win for Barnett. I thought they were going to have to try something desperate there. I wasn't expecting that. What a turn of events there in the last lap. Can you believe it? Congratulations to Austin Barnett. Cole Clausen's teammate wins in Talladega. What a race from the Talladega Superspeedway. We hope you enjoyed. Post-race interviews coming up, more post-race coverage from this Talladega Superspeedway. What a race it was, though. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. And Ashton, you come home P2 again.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been really good points if you're still in the playoffs, but unfortunately, that's not true. Really unfortunate. All right, we have P2 for Ashton Miller, and your winner is Austin Barnett. Congratulations to him. First ever career victory in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. What a finish, though, it was. As let's get an interview done with Austin Barnett coming up. So, Austin Barnett, it's your first ever NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series win. You're doing it in an insane fashion here in Talladega. So, how did you make your way through outside the top 5 there? I think on those last 2 laps to try to get up to the lead and then take it there in the final lap through the tri-oval.
Dude, it was all chaos, man. It was, oh my goodness, dude. It was all just insane. I don't have words.
So it is your first ever Cup Series win tonight. How great does it feel to win in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series? I think it's also your first ever league victory here overall.
Yeah, it is, dude. Coming here, dude, I didn't even start in the Xfinity Series. I know I signed up there, but it's just, I went straight to Cup, and I got hired, and then it was just going on from there. I didn't do good in my first couple starts, but don't know what you're coming to when you come to these super speedway races. It's all insane.
All right, well, huge congratulations on your first ever Cup win, and we'll see you next week in Martinsville.
Thank you, man.
All right, next up is going to be Nicholas Martin as he came on the 3rd place finish tonight. So Nicholas Martinez, you won the pole, finished P3 tonight. So overall, would you consider it a very solid night tonight in Talladega?
Yeah, man, it was a really good race, man. Like you said, we really had some speed on that 48 car. Qualified pole, and we got ourselves into a few accidents. Something happened early in the race, about lap 15 or so, where I don't know, it just felt like my right front got cut, and the 8 car was unfortunately right in front of me, and I don't know. It just felt like my right front got cut, or like I don't know, maybe side draft, and I accidentally got into the 8 car. You know, very unusual, but you know, that was just one of the few many things that happened. Then I got walled by the 72 car about midway through the race. Got pretty mad at that. Um, and then for some reason, after my right front got cut down, the 8 car's teammate, I'm assuming the 81, went ahead and door slammed me. But you know, I'm him, and I kept it off the inside wall, of course, you know, knowing me. Um, and yeah, the 8 car came and just like pile drove me into the pit lane as if I did something wrong, you know. Totally accidental. But you know, even though he did all that, you know, 5 minutes of damage, it's all right. You know, we recover and we finished P3 in this race. Overall, pretty fun race. We definitely had some winning speed, just couldn't get the block off at the end there, and we're looking forward to the next few races for sure.
All right, so as of late, your team has had a ton of speed. I think 3 poles. I think you won the Watkins Glen pole as well, and then you won the back-to-back Super Speedway poles here in Daytona and Talladega. So Martinsville and Kansas left to go here for the end of the season. Do you guys think you can maybe squeeze together another good result and try to win at one of those races?
Oh yeah, 100%. I see myself getting at least one win before the end of the season. I've shown some really great speed. I've qualified pole multiple times, one being on a road course, two being on a super speedway. So I feel like that just shows the versatility of what we can do as a team. So I think we definitely do have some winning speed coming here in the next few weeks.
All right, well, nice job on the third place finish for tonight, and we will see you next week for the Cup race in Martinsville.
See ya.
All right. So before we look at this, we're going to take a look at the final lap there with Cash Culp real quick. What happened there, they got it turned around. We'll take another look at a replay at the end. So let's watch with Cash Culp here real quick. Yeah, Culp just got doored by the 21, and then, Miller doored the 21, and into the wall goes the 12. They all piled it up here in the front straightaway. That ended the race with Austin Barnett with the victory. We'll take a look at the other wreck that I think happened on the final lap as well. As we'll get ready for another interview coming up in Talladega. Next up, as we look down the line here, I believe is going to be John Wynn. So John Wynn, P12 tonight in Talladega, but overall, pretty solid night. We saw you running up front for a bunch of the race here today, and then you come on with a top 15 in this race. So would you consider, are you happy with this run here tonight in Talladega?
Absolutely not.
All right, so what do you think?
Go ahead.
What? You can go ahead.
Go ahead. My mom's in my room right now. It's just. All right, go. But I don't even know what to say. Cash Culp, he's something, dude. He just threw. I will admit it was kind of a late block, but it's just you just gotta have courtesy, like lift off the gas.
All right.
I don't know what the 48 was doing. It's just Talladega, I guess, but
So these.
this is so awkward, dude. Just say what you want to say.
All right. Do you think you could have done maybe gotten a run there at the end of the race to try to get up into the lead draft and maybe even try to get a better finish or the win?
No, so 2 packs. I mean, the pack I was in, we were just so like unorganized compared to the dudes in front. They were just so organized, we just couldn't catch them, and I had damage. Just I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. What's next? Martinsville. Just always next week, I guess.
All right. So sorry about your unfortunate result there here in Talladega, but we'll see you next week for the on-track action in Martinsville.
I think.
All right. Next up is gonna be your 13th place finisher, Luke Kruger. So Luke Kruger will come home on P13 in this race here tonight at Talladega. So we saw you up front there at the end with about 10 laps to go. We saw you on the inside trying to make a pass for the lead there. Very impressive run here late in the race, but unfortunately I think you lost the draft. So what happened to take you guys out of contention for this win?
I just lost the draft there, and that's just pretty much what happened.
All right, so now 2 races left, Kansas and Martinsville. So do you think we're going to be seeing you back in the season, or is it going to be season 3 from now on?
Probably season 3.
All right, well, nice job overall in the run tonight and then running up front there at the late stages of the race. And we'll see you in season number 3.
Yep.
All right, next up is going to be Cash Culp. Comes home out of the race. Oh, he had got right there. So Cash Culp, we saw you there with Matthew White there in the final couple of laps, drafting with each other. Then White got shot out of the line there, and then you were leading there on the final lap, and unfortunately you're going to get turned around and come home still P6. But what happened there on the final couple of laps to break up your whole organized pack?
These guys suck. Worst drivers I've ever seen. John Carlos are horrible drivers, and they should never touch a real-life race car. John wants to say that I suck, but even though he cleared my front nose, and I know I'm probably a crybaby and a wine baby, but you step in a race car and you tell me how to drive it. So I don't care what anyone has to say. John, you suck. Carlos, you suck. Good win, Austin.
All right, so do you think this may continue with any other drivers throughout the rest of the season? Now we're coming into Martinsville and Kansas for the next couple of races.
They'll go. What's coming to them.
All right, now moving on, final question here. Moving on to your playoff thing. So I think you still gain a couple of points on the cut line, I believe. So what do you think your chances are to try to advance to the championship for in Martinsville next week?
Positive on the best, so I'm gonna get championship maybe, or barely championship 4. So be a good battle to watch the final transfer spot because PLR only has 3 cars. So on my words, good win, Austin, and see you next week.
All right, well, nice job on the race tonight. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that unfortunate finish there at the end, and we'll see you in Martinsville next Thursday night.
Fortunately, you will.
All right, next up is going to be Joseph Lewis. So Joseph Lewis, overall, kind of a interesting night for you guys. You guys battled back for multiple laps down at one point. I think you guys also took the wave around a couple of times and then got back on the lead lap just for a second, but you will end up P14 2 laps down. So what happened to get you guys multiple laps down at the end of this race?
Basically poor placement on a restart. Had a little bit of damage on the steering wheel, a little bit crooked on it, but yeah, just these guys racing for championships and the next bracket. I believe I'm out here for just point. We're not even points, but just out here just for training for hopefully next season to hopefully be full time. But yeah, just pretty much bad position, bad spot, and everybody just fighting all over the place, just having to get caught up in the wreck depth was completely unnecessary.
All right, so yeah, unfortunate finish there for you tonight, P14. But what do you guys think you can do in these final 2 races, cup races of the season? So we got Martinsville coming up next week, and then Kansas for the championship.
Martinsville is going to be a very tricky one. It depends on what the car can deliver. I have a love-hate relationship with Martinsville, but Kansas, I got a lot of love for that track. If I can bring out the right on a good day with some good equipment, which I've had pretty much some of the best stuff right so far. I mean, this car right here is capable of top 10, top 5 finishes, and is definitely built for a win. If I don't get it by Martinsville, I believe I'll probably go 100% and say we'll go for the win in Kansas. I know it's a championship race, but I mean, I'm gonna at least show everybody what I can do as well.
All right, well, nice job on the run here tonight. Sorry about the unfortunate finish there at the end, and we will see you in Martinsville next week.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so coming up next is going to be Carlos Ortiz. Came on top 5. So Carlos Ortiz is still a top 5 after a very solid race. So you've been absolutely on fire, I would say, these last 10 or so races with that second place finish in Indy. A really good race and a stage win last week in Darlington, and then running up front all night long tonight in Talladega. So what more did you guys need there at the end to try to maybe grab the win?
I mean, I don't know. I guess Ashton not going under me. I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean, from my perspective, I was trying to push this Ford to the front. I kind of hooked him. I thought they were gonna wreck, and I went under the yellow as a precaution because from my POV, it looked like they were gonna just spin out to the outside. I mean, I don't know if I just lined up better to the forward, lifted a little bit more, pushed him, could have been fair game, but I don't know. I just got caught up in too many incidents. I kept getting my progress ruined, having to come from the back to the front, and I don't know.
So yeah, still a top 5 though. So we got Martinsville coming up next week. So what do you think your chances are to maybe squeeze into the championship 4 with maybe even on points at this point with your really good finishes as a and good point scoring as of late, or maybe even possibly a win?
I mean, it all depends on how PLR handles everything. They're all pissed off. I feel upset, but for different reasons. So if we get our differences, sorted out, it should be fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with these guys. It's just like if they understand my perspective more, that could help both of us. But Martinsville, I mean, I like short tracks. It's always been good to me. So it all matters on just focusing for 250 laps, and that's about it.
All right, well, nice job on the top 5 tonight, and we'll see you next week in Martinsville.
All right, thank you.
So probably final interview here going to be Noah Hamilton. Unfortunately, comes him out of the race. So Noah Hamilton, looked like you guys were setting up for a pretty nice day, but unfortunately you get taken out of the race pretty early. So what happened from your perspective there early in the race to take you guys out of this event?
The thing that took everybody else out, the guy should be permanently banned, and he blocked very intentionally. I will send you the rear chase clip that makes it look really bad after this, but it's a shame. I was just chilling in the back, but every time I wanted to, I made a push to the front really quickly, so I had a decent shot at something.
All right, so we got Martinsville and Kansas coming up for these next 2 weeks. So 2 very different racetracks. Also, obviously, a very different racetrack tonight in Talladega. So you got obviously nothing to lose as you're not in the playoff hunt right now. But what do you think you can do with your race team in these final 2 races to try to grab some more good finishes and maybe even possibly a win?
Martinsville, I think, is one of my stronger tracks. I have way more road experience than most people here, so trail braking is my strong suit. But I'm obviously going to put my team before me, the playoff drivers especially. Hopefully get Cash through to the Final 4. He's the one, I think, lowest in points right now. Kansas, I'm also quite good, but again, I'm just going to help my team there. Next season is when I'll try for myself.
All right, well, nice job early on the race. I'm sorry about your unfortunate early exit of this race here tonight, and we'll see you next week in Martinsville.
See ya.
All right, well, that'll do it from Talladega. All right, that does it from the Talladega Super Speedway. So any final thoughts, drivers, before we head out for this 18th race of the season?
Everybody hates PLR. PLR sucks, and they should not talk against anyone because they are the worst drivers on this planet.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
All right, so same old
Sounds like
as
every
usual.
week chaos.
Okay, one final thing here. We're going to take a look at the final couple of replays on the last lap. What happened to get some of these drivers spun around. So I believe we had a crash back there, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I think they kept it clean up until the final...
What now?
Cream.
Okay, actually, Ryan Davis went around, I think.
He was trying to avoid the wreck, so...
He was multiple laps down. So let's watch Matthew White. Let's actually ride along with Matthew White here down the back straightaway to see what happens to get him out of line on the final lap. So this is the last lap down the backstretch. He and Culp were leading. Oh yeah, just got a shove from behind. I believe it was somebody. Oh yeah, and then got turned by Barnett, who actually ended up with the victory. And you see Matthew White, he had damage, nowhere to go after that, and not what Matthew White needed. As we'll take a look at this final lap from the POV of Austin Barnett. He was running about 4th coming to the white flag through 1 and 2. Let's watch this lap with Austin Barnett. There you go. You gotta try to make that big block. Then he went to the inside of Martinez. Got that big run. Then it was coming with another big run in the 7 of Matthew. Oh, White just blocked high. That's what turned him. I would say that's mostly on Matthew White. And then let's see the 66 get a big run on Cash Culp. He pulled around the outside here. Culp door slammed him down there. They were side by side coming to the line. They were 4 wide behind him. Miller had to come back on the racetrack. The 21 made contact. Oh, Miller got turned from the 51. They all wrecked behind him. Miller ends up second, and Austin Barnett with the win in Talladega. Crazy finish tonight. Take a look at maybe one more angle. Let's see what happened to Cash Culp. We're going to ride along with his angle on the nose, and we'll ride along with one of the TV cameras. And he, again, lost his teammate, Matthew White, behind him. Look at this big run that Barnett got. I think Culp was just way too far out. And that's just what ended up with Barnett getting there. So they door slammed there just for a second. And then he made contact with Ortiz, and then ultimately ended up getting spun around after making more contact. Yeah, there it is. And then, yeah, Ortiz hit him about 3 separate times, and then they crashed coming to the line. Let's watch this from the drone cam POV, because why not? As our final...
The drone cam actually has a really good shot of the back straightaway.
Take a
too,
look.
so.
Yeah. So let's see what's come through 1 and 2 here on the final lap. Rolled down the backstretch. It was Culp and Matthew White, but then you saw the cars behind him had such big runs as they lagged back for a bit. That's I really think won the 66 the race. Then 7 just blocked him outside. I don't think 66 did anything wrong there. He was just able to come in front of Carlos Ortiz, and then look at the gap he had to catch Culp. What a big run! That was massive. Came around the outside, made contact with Culp. Culp tried to door slam, and they were 3 wide coming down here. Then the contact behind him just allowed. They're 4 wide again for second place. Imagine that was the battle for the win. And then they crashed coming to the line. With Austin Barnett with his first career victory, 48 slammed the wall at the finish line. And then they all came again. Oh, 12 got a big shot from the 7 of Matthew White, adding insult to injury. And then, oh my goodness, did not see the 1 car, and they all piled it up here after the race. Let's take one more look at that. Here, let's see how... Let's ride along with the 57 of Culp here. I'm not going to ride along with him, but we're going to just look from one of the TV cameras. So 4 wide action, just end of the race. Yeah, they crashed. Then the second hit is really coming after this. So you see Culp running by himself. Then the entire second pack comes along. There they all go. And no, oh my, I think the 5 car just ran into him. Oh my goodness, what a hit at the end of the race for the 1 car. All piling it up into the wall hard. Ooh, another hard hit for the 5. And it was just a junkyard after that. Here in Talladega. 5 of Clausen ultimately ends up coming home P8.
Yeah, decided to show my displeasure with Culp for causing 3 different incidents this weekend.
Now let's ride along there. One more angle here. The inside, hold it down low, and yeah, caused a massive crash. They all piled up. Ooh, man, a couple of big hard hits there at the end. And ultimately, that is what ended the race tonight in Talladega. We hope you guys enjoyed. What a race it was, though. From the Talladega Super Speedway, as I'm trying to get the camera angle. As look at that, we finished just on time. It's completely dark here in Talladega now. And yeah, finished just on time. That's nice. So, last thing here before we go, looking at your final unofficial results. Austin Barnett with the victory. Ashton Miller comes home P2. Nicholas Martinez third. Detach P4, Ortiz P5, Cole Wilson P6, and after PLR led the most laps today, their furthest finishing car up in the top 10 is Cash Culp, Matthew with P9, Clausen's P8. Lindsey rounds out your top 10 after rebounding. McMillan as well made a big rebound comeback, and you take a look at the rest of your finishers in this race. About 9-8 cars taken out of the race overall. But yeah, that will do it for tonight from Talladega. The weekend's not just over just yet. we got the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies week number 12 tomorrow night. So you don't want to miss that. Coming up tomorrow. All right. So yeah, once again, that is tomorrow night. We're going to give over the schedule real quick. So starting off, we have the Trucks of Bristol. That's a 100 laps for the Truck Series. Then we head to the Irwindale Figure 8 track. I don't think I've actually announced this before on stream. The Irwindale Figure 8 track for the ARCA cars, 30 laps there. It's going to basically be who's ever surviving the longest in that race. And then we finish up with the main event in Talladega, of course, finishing up the Talladega week for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League with the Gen 6 cars, 60 laps there. So that will do it tonight from the Talladega Super Speedway for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Congratulations to Austin Barnett on his first career win tonight in Talladega. So once again, on behalf of all officials, team owners, drivers, everyone involved in making this series what it is, commentators, in-race reporters, that will do from Talladega. We hope you enjoyed. We will see you tomorrow night for NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies, week number 12, starting off at Bristol with the Trucks. Good night from the Talladega Super Speedway. This was the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series.